Hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pick a Side podcast. My name is Joe Moran, and I'm here with Riv Brown, Andrew Velez, and Joe Dehls. And this is now episode 320. In this episode, we're going to give our NBA award predictions and draft players that we think will be in the All-Star game this upcoming season. Episode 320, we just reached over 350 patrons. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dehls.
Wait, 350?
Yeah, we're at 350.
Oh, shit. We were at 335
2 days ago. Yeah, facts.
And Mr. Dehls wore the do-rag for the Patreon.
Yes,
Do-rag Deli. Do-rag Deli, you look cool, man. You look mad tough.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Not
that.
a picture was fucking.
We're at 362.
Oh, we're going up.
yes.
We're going up.
1,000 soon. That's how I'm feeling. Forget about 500. 1,000 sooner than soon.
Yes, sir. And the subs been going crazy, too. We're almost at 50K on the YouTube. So if you want an extra episode, join the Patreon. We give out our NFL
It's
picks
endless
every
rounds
week.
of applause right now. That's just the energy right now. God, I'm feeling amazing. How you guys doing today?
Doing
Riv,
great,
talk to
man.
me. How
Riv,
are you?
How was your day at school? How was work?
Work was good. I'm just tired. Man.
Yeah, long day.
Yeah, it was a long day for sure.
Bro's been up since 3 a.m.
Yeah. Still here, though. Dedicated.
Man
do it.
shit.
No, I'm tired as fuck.
Oh, your fit looks good, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's so good.
You gotta look somewhat presentable when you walk in that building, you know.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fight that
You
happened
talking about
today
the
at school?
podcast or you talking about the school?
Assuming
School. I will come in here
Oh.
in pajamas.
Yeah, he's in pajamas half the shows.
Oh, yeah, that for sure. Can we talk about the fight today?
Oh, you want, no, so boom.
Maybe
so,
we don't talk about.
No, this shit is hilarious.
Fifth
So we're,
graders fighting.
no, we're in class, and there's one kid, he has a mask on. So everybody was like, take your mask off, take your mask off. So the whole class is like, take your mask off, So then some dude behind him was kind of
Not a
like,
Republican.
You were the
Next
teacher.
guy.
Like you were the teacher. You were an aide for this.
I was the teacher. I was watching a movie.
Uh-huh.
And then the kid tried to take the mask off, and the dude was like, yo, chill out. And then like 5 minutes passed. The dude ripped the mask off his face, and now the things popped off. He got up.
Oh my God.
Dude was just getting hit. I was like, yo. I was just like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's still holding the mask though.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, and he was just like, yo, he took my mask off. And I was like, but bro, you really had to hit him because he took your mask off. So I called in another teacher, and they suspended.
Yeah. Damn. Even
Yo,
though
I'm
they
watching a movie here.
Bro ain't even hit back.
What movie?
I was watching Shaft too.
even though like bro fake violated him.
He
Like
did.
he didn't,
Oh,
have,
he
to
didn't
put
have
his
to
hand-
do
he
it.
didn't have to put his hands on him.
He did not
No,
have to.
no, I'm not talking about the guy that ended up
No,
punching
I
you.
feel like it's
Like
both.
why he's touching what like
he didn't
trying
have
to
to
touch
touch his
mask
mask, but
and
bro
shit?
ain't have
Nah.
to 8-piece him.
Nah,
like
he
that.
didn't.
It wasn't that
No
serious.
doubt he didn't have to do that.
Dude just got on the computer, sad, had water to his head. He was
Damn.
it was bad. I feel bad for bro.
Damn.
He
that
fought
sucks.
back, or he
No,
just,
he like actually didn't throw a single punch back.
He just
And that's
got-
the guy
he's-
that had the mask on.
Mask on, throw haymakers.
Yeah, the one who had the mask on was the one that
Bro was sitting.
getting
Other
ready.
dude was sitting down. He didn't get up one time. It was like no chance he did. Yeah.
8-piece combo is insane.
Yeah, little Timothy was wild. Hate that for little bro.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, the whole class gassed him to do it.
Take his mask off or beat his ass.
Take his mask off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Glad
I'm
to be
doing
here,
great though. You know, NBA season is underway. I'm definitely excited for the NBA this upcoming year. There's a lot of teams to be excited about. A lot of league pass teams. We definitely got to do a ranking on the most league passable teams in the NBA. Which ones are going to be tuning into the most?
All right, we could just knock that out right now. OKC, the Spurs,
Magic.
of course the Lakers, because we don't get. I mean, there's going to be a few primetime Lakers.
The Lakers
games.
going to be on
Lakers gonna be everywhere.
national
yeah.
television.
Yeah, but there's some times where I gotta turn on Game Pass to watch them.
The
Really?
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves are a league pass team.
Timberwolves.
I think they got less than 5 national
So long
televised
as
games.
Zion is on the court, the Pelicans.
Yes.
He's must-watch television. Who's another one?
The
I
Pacers.
didn't say the Magic. I said the Magic. Magic
Honestly,
Pacers tough.
Milwaukee with Damon Giannis. That's about to be fun-ass basketball to watch. They're gonna have a lot of primetime television. There's just so many good teams.
Who led
and
the
fun
league last
teams.
year? Warriors and Pels? In
In
most
prime
televised
time?
games?
I wonder if now it's gonna be the Spurs because of Wemby.
I am not sure.
They're going to market the guys. So LeBron, Steph, Zion.
Last
Embiid.
year, the best league pass team, in my opinion, were the Kings.
Yeah,
last
for
year.
sure.
Last year the Warriors had 41, Lakers had 40, Suns 37, Celtics 34.
That gets me going. Almost half their games were primetime.
It makes sense. They'll probably have around the same amount.
We have to have a cutoff, though. If to be qualified in the league pass teams, you got to have a certain
That's-
amount of
that's the
national televised games that you
All right,
don't
so
appear
most
in.
This
definitely,
upcoming
I'm
year,
gonna
my
go
bad.
with OKC, and the Pelicans, because I don't know if the Pelicans are going to have that many televised games now. I feel like the hype with Zion is not as strong as it once was. But
He's just always hurt.
OKC is going to be so much fun to watch, man. Chet, SGA, J-Dub.
It's really just
That's a
about
fun
who
trio.
makes them the money. That's who gets the most televised
Really got the
games.
Warriors mid-ass team up there with the
Steph
most
is-
toughest.
It's Steph, bro. Steph is,
Respect.
you know.
Respect.
They beat you guys.
He has motion.
Clay beat you guys.
He did.
Yeah. Never forget that.
Tatum was 19.
No. Clay beat y'all last year.
No, I know Tatum was young.
He was,
Like
Bro,
23,
he's been 19 going on, you know what I mean?
yeah, he's keeps, you know. No, yeah, Steph's prime time, bro. All them other guys is whatever. But Steph, you know, he's on TV, so everybody watches it.
It's a shame, man.
Hey, man.
Warriors are really ass now.
We're still good.
Over or under 45.
Well, we won 44 last year.
So I'm asking you a question. Over or under 45.
I think I'll go over slightly, like 47.
You feel great about that?
Well, I don't think we'll have the worst road record in the league. again.
That shit really was mind blowing to
Yeah,
me.
So
How you guys could not win a game on the road was insane. But you clutch game 7 on the road.
we played the Kings.
What do
I
you
think
mean?
Atlanta's gonna be a fun team too.
Atlanta.
Once,
Okay.
once
Yeah.
Quinn got over there, you know, their offense started popping, hitting threes.
I like watching Cleveland last year. They were pretty exciting too.
Trae Young's going to be viral this season.
Trey Young.
For sure. I'm calling it all NBA this season.
Chicago.
I actually put them to like 7.
You know what's hilarious? You
games.
say that. I thought they were number 2.
Washington though. Washington, I know you
Wait,
locked
they
in.
went from second
No,
to
Chicago
7?
is the number one. They always like pack the house since for like 7
Yeah,
years
bro.
straight.
They always
Like
sell.
they
really
sell
good
out every
tickets.
game. I don't know why you're putting on 15 Bulls televised games.
There's, how
You
many?
dropped them to 7th.
There's only 7 nationally televised Bulls games last year.
Like 3, 4.
There are 18 NBA teams that have less than 20 nationally televised games on TV this year. So, of all these teams, these 18 teams, I'm going to name them, and you tell me: are they league pass? Are they a league pass team? Or are they not a league pass team?
For
Yeah.
us or just in general?
For us.
Yeah.
You know, this is your personal opinion. The Atlanta Hawks.
I'm good.
Yeah, I just said it.
I'm personally good.
I'm gonna
with
see
them.
what they look like.
I don't know. I don't think so, honestly.
Casuals.
I think the Hawks are a league pass team. I think they're going
Just
to be
for
a fun
Trae
offense
Young,
to watch.
honestly.
I'm
Shout out to
good
my
off
guy,
them.
AJ Griffin. Hopefully he gets some minutes.
Brooklyn
you
Nets.
fell off on DeJounte.
I just fell off at Atlanta, man.
For me, Brooklyn Nets aren't league pass
They're
because
not.
I have cable.
I wouldn't. Yo, I'm not watching a single Nets game.
Nets
bro.
are not.
If Ben Simmons
pass
is
right
back, maybe.
I'm not watching Ben Simmons
Yeah,
and
me
Claxton
either.
on the court.
You're
not
tripping.
watching Ben Simmons.
You're not
go
watching Cameron
13,
Thomas?
8, and 8.
Fuck no.
If Cam Thomas gets some minutes, you're not watching
Don't
that?
care.
What about Cam Johnson?
Don't care.
He's him, bro.
I'm good. I'm quietly.
Mikael
I'm
Bridges?
straight.
I'm really good.
I know
What do you
love
mean you're
Mikal
really good? Don't be
Bridges.
good.
disrespectful to
I don't
Mikael
wanna
Bridges.
watch- I don't
now.
want to watch the Nets.
Mikal
I don't wanna watch
Bridges
that.
is
I don't
not-
wanna
Nah,
watch that.
you can't blame him for not wanting to watch those bum ass Nets.
Nobody wants to watch it.
I'm
I know.
I'm a league pass to Nets.
Of course.
Can you even do that?
You can't. Not in
can't.
Jersey.
Not
You
Jersey.
can't.
No, I gotta use streamies for
You're
that.
fucked.
Yeah. Oh, next
Good.
game. Now, next team, the Charlotte Hornets. They have 4 nationally televised games.
This is interesting. Like, if there's no good basketball games on, throwing the Hornets just to see
I
LaMelo
guess,
be
yeah,
prime
and
time.
Brandon Miller. Yeah,
fast.
They'll probably be
Smart
on at the
Will.
same time as another team I'd
They
rather
will.
watch.
Yeah, there's not
I'm
gonna be
good
a
off
lot of
them, too.
times where
Nah, I'm
because they're
good
gonna be
off
that
the
7
Hornets.
o'clock.
Last
I
year,
am.
I really sat myself through the Pistons and Hornets just because no
Like
other
I
reason
felt.
to
I was
watch.
watching Piston games. I was bored as shit, bro.
No, that's really what it is.
Just
Bored of me
clank,
hitting,
clank,
just
clank,
like,
clank,
let's watch the Hornets and Pistons.
Yeah, the Hornets. I'm not watching them. They're not a league pass team for me.
Respect LaMelo.
The Chicago Bulls. 7
No.
nationally televised games this
I'm
year.
just gonna
I'm
watch
straight.
them because I have to, but
I'm
no.
straight.
I think I would rather watch grass grow.
Hornets? Oh, okay.
I'm
Zach's
good off the
pretty
Bulls
exciting.
too.
He is
Zach
viral.
is
You
cool.
know I love Zach.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah.
17
Sure.
games this year.
For sure, for sure.
1,000%.
That's a fun ass
They
team.
should
That's
have
a
more
league pass
televised
team.
games.
Detroit Pistons.
For me, yes.
Yo, actually, before we move on to Detroit Pistons, I made my player, and I've been saying it all offseason. Hey, who needs a wing more than the Cavaliers? They did their thing. They got Strus. They went out and got Twinsky.
You're on
So
Cleveland.
Adamani Bates.
I went and I threw myself. Facts, though. I went and threw myself in
What?
at the small forward. Yo, I'm averaging like 45.
Five. You playing on pro?
I
Yeah, only way possible. Yeah, Cleveland for sure.
Yeah.
League pass.
The Houston Rockets.
Yeah, nah,
Rockets are
Houston
fun
could be
team.
cool.
Could be some
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah, I'd say league pass.
The Ime.
And I didn't answer Pistons. Pistons.
They're like a
TBD.
sneaky. They're sneaky.
Sneaky, yeah.
I have
But
Kate.
they-
I have
they'll
Kate on my
probably-
fantasy basketball team. I
They'll
will
probably
be
ass
watching.
again.
I'm gonna go yes for the Rockets. The Indiana Pacers.
Absolutely.
Indiana
Yes.
Pacers
They're a
will
league
be-
pass team for me as well. The Memphis Grizzlies barely made the
I
cut.
don't know if Indiana's a league pass team for me, man.
You don't think so?
I'm excited to see what they do.
Reese,
We'll
Benedict.
see. Listen, I like
Tyrese,
the team.
Obi,
I still think they're going to
Turner.
be good. I don't know if it's going to be basketball that I'm choosing to watch over other teams.
That makes sense. But you're watching the Hornets.
Solely because I love LaMelo.
He'll definitely watch.
That's really what it comes down to.
Hornets versus Pacers. The Grizzlies barely made the cut. They're at 19 televised games this year.
Until
Most likely
Ja
because of
comes-
Josh
yeah.
suspension.
Until Ja comes back, you won't catch me.
Yeah, I won't. You won't catch me dead watching the Grizzlies. until Ja
Man,
comes
Marcus
back.
Smart. It's
Yeah,
his
he'll probably
time.
watch. Yeah,
Here we go. We're here.
He'll be locked in Grizzlies games on a random Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good on the Grizzlies too. Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I'm personally good.
You're tripping.
I don't want to.
You don't want to watch Anthony Edwards?
I want to watch Ant, but I don't want to watch Rudy Gobert and Cat.
I'm glad that the Timberwolves and Lakers beef was a last year's thing and not moving on to this year
Because you won.
True.
Now it's the Nuggets.
But exactly.
Yeah,
now we're on to bigger and better.
like-
Now we're on to the cream of the crop.
Ooh.
But
Disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. Can I finish my statement? Can I finish
the
my
Wolves
statement?
to the Nuggets. Come on.
All I'm gonna say
Say
is,
it.
What you mean?
You-
The Wolves
look,
give
look,
the Nuggets the best challenge.
see, man, you knew he was gonna say
Rudy
it.
Gobert, he
All-
would lock down
All
Anthony
I'm gonna
Davis.
say is, I am happy that it's over because I want to respect and appreciate the
They're a
Wolves
great
basketball.
team. I personally wouldn't want to watch them.
Listen, the Wolves are must watch because they got Anthony Edwards. As long as you got Anthony Edwards, you're a must watch.
It's just like Rudy trumps a lot of shit for me that I don't want to watch.
So you didn't watch Jazz games because even though they had Donovan Mitchell?
Sometimes I did. Sometimes I didn't. It was hard. It was really hard. It's hard to watch Rudy.
Rudy Gobert's not that bad to watch, bro.
Nah, you're lying.
No, he's not.
You're
He's
like,
really
you're
not.
100% lying.
He's a great
And then
screen
watching
setter.
Cat
He's a great rebounder.
Just,
I got
the way
Rudy on my
I
fantasy basketball team
Cat
too.
vibe just throws me off. You know, Cat's just I don't like Cat.
When Cat gets going, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, but then when Cat's doing, that's just I'm good. I'm good. Respect
Next
to the
team.
Timbs, though.
The New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm also good off them because I don't know who's gonna play.
With Zion, no, with
B.I.
Zion
and
healthy.
Zion?
When Zion's
You don't
healthy,
know
It's a viral movie.
I
But
could
if
waste my money.
If Zion's playing, are you tuning in?
Yes,
Exactly.
but
Zion
I
is playing, I'm
could have
tuning in.
wasted my
What do
money.
you mean waste your money? You
On
get
what?
30 teams
The
to
Pelicans.
watch.
So you got to watch every team except like Jersey, New York.
Oh, what you mean?
For League
For League
Pass.
Pass, you got to watch everyone.
Oh yeah, facts. True.
Dumbass.
Pardon me. I still wouldn't watch them unless they're both playing. Like if I know for a fact they're both playing, I'll watch.
A League
Nah.
Pass team is like, you see the team, you're like, yeah, I'm going to tune into that. It's not more so a competition versus other
okay,
teams. Just like, you know what, they're playing. Yeah, I'd like to watch that type of
I'll
basketball.
tune into the Pelicans. Yeah, I'll tune into the Pelicans.
Damn right you are.
I
We
just
all
wanna
got the
see-
Pelicans here.
Huh?
We all got the Pelicans
Yeah,
here.
for sure. Yeah,
Next team, OKC Thunder.
easily.
Absolutely. This is probably number one, maybe at worst number two.
Definitely a top
Excluding
5 League Pass
Lakers.
team.
Excluding the Lakers. Gotta
Nobody's-
make sure.
I'll be honest. I don't think nobody at this table outside of you would want to watch the Lakers, bro.
You're stupid.
No, I don't think Joel would want to really watch them too much. I know Dehls would.
Lakers
And I really
basketball
wouldn't.
last year was unbelievable television every time.
Unbelievable television.
It
I'm
really
just at, like,
was,
they
'cause
start-
every
they
game
start at 10
mattered.
o'clock.
Nah, that's
He's
he's right though. Watching a Lakers game is a commitment. You're going to bed at 1:30, 2 o'clock minimum, which is normal.
I was proud to be up at 10.
I was.
Win or lose.
I was.
Warriors is on. Clippers is on. I'm up at 10.
That's really
right?
why
I'm
last
up.
season was so much fun to watch them because every game accounted for something
Would you watch the
significant.
Lakers, honestly?
I'll tune into it.
I feel like you
But
kind of know.
I don't feel
I
like-
feel like you just would because LeBron.
Last year, he did have a famous quote saying, "Nobody watches the Lakers.
I
They're
did
not
that.
worth watching."
Yeah, that was
The thing
That
about
was
the
a
Lakers,
good-
the thing about the Lakers is that I feel like it doesn't matter if I go out my way to watch them; they're going to be forced.
With the
on
Lakers,
to me.
the Lakers don't
They're
have less than
always on
20.
TV.
They don't have less than 20 televised games, do they?
No,
They have
no.
40.
They have
Yeah,
40.
I thought this was less than 20.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
he just brought the
It's
Lakers
just me
up.
being an idiot.
okay,
yeah.
okay. I was gonna say what the
Yeah,
hell?
they'll be forced on us regardless.
Yeah, I would say there's gonna be a game on every other night.
Next team, the Orlando Magic. They got 5 nationally televised
That's
games.
an
I'm
interesting
gonna say,
one.
I'm gonna
I
say
would
yes
say
because
yeah.
I'm excited to see.
If I say
Banchero
yes
and
to
Franz.
Houston, I'd say yeah.
A
Orlando.
lot of these teams, these young teams that we're hoping are good, first month or two, you're gonna tune in, and then by like December, January, you're gonna see who's really nice and who's not.
And
keep
Anthony
it-
Black
kind
would
of
be
cut some
interested.
teams.
I'm interested to see how they incorporate him into this offense. So he's
I
definitely
was
one I
caught
want
one
to
day
look.
watching a random Pistons game in March. I was down bad.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, I was pretty down bad one day.
Yeah, you're watching Jaden Ivey and Duran. That could be worse.
No, I was watching like Alec Burks.
Rather
and
watch
shit like that.
MasterChef.
Bojan.
If it's between the Magic and the Hawks, who are you choosing to watch?
I'll pick Trae Young. I'd watch Trae
I don't
Young.
know, man. I'm in on the Magic this year.
If it's between the Magic and the Cavaliers, who are you choosing to
I
watch?
don't think that's a
Cavs.
question.
Yeah.
Cavs. Yeah, I go with Cavs too. I think the Magic, if they're in a really close game in the fourth quarter, I'll tune in. But for the first 3, I don't know if I'm gonna tune in for that.
What's a team that? Okay, this is a better question. What's the team that, no matter how close it is or how clutch a game it is, you just won't watch in the fourth quarter?
The Hornets.
The Hornets.
Yeah,
They're one of those
I'm
teams,
not
yeah.
watching the Wizards.
Like no matter what.
Yeah,
like,
the Wizards.
No, I
absolutely.
wouldn't. I'm only tuning in. Like I'm gonna look up Jordan Poole highlights.
The
That's-
Raptors.
Yeah,
The Raptors are a good
You
one.
wouldn't catch
I'm
me
not
dead
watching the
watching the
Raptors.
Raptors game. I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't want to disrespect my Toronto
Is
guys.
that me or you?
Oh, dude, that's so you.
Here we
That
are.
was you as fuck.
First time. What's another team? Oh, I
The
didn't.
Bulls.
I don't really care to watch the Heat play.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
How many televised games do the Spurs have?
The Spurs have 19.
Oh, the Nets. The Nets for sure.
Yeah, the Nets are probably.
Yeah, no matter how close it is, it could be a 4 OT game.
Unless
not
Ben
turn it on.
Simmons
The
has the ball in his
Jazz.
hands.
So for the Magic League Pass team or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Houston. I'll say Magic.
If it's a close game, I tune in.
Why are you disrespecting?
Oh, shit.
Because outside of Paulo and Franz, there's not much there.
Aren't you an
respect
Anthony?
Mark.
Aren't
Biggest
you
Anthony
an,
Black fan on the planet.
what the hell?
Anthony
3 months
Anthony
ago.
Black.
First of all, that's cap.
I love Anthony Black, but he's coming off the bench, and we're not sure how much minutes he's going to start off with so early.
You have to tune in to
He's gonna
find
get
out.
low, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
or I can wait. I can look at the box score and find out a week
guy's
or two
box
into the
score
season,
watching, man.
We called
and
him, y'all.
then I
box
watch
score
the
watching,
games.
man.
16 minutes, 2 seconds. He said he was box score watching. Just sad, bro.
Next team, Portland Trailblazers. They got 6 national
No,
televised
well,
games.
Yes.
I fuck with them. Yeah, Shaded.
Don't do it.
Anthony.
I gave you
Simon.
Scoop.
You're right, and Scoop.
Don't
Oh,
do it.
Rob Will's
Yeah,
there. Oh, yeah, we're locked in.
Nah,
Rob
the
Will's there.
Blazers-
You make me fucking
Malcolm
sick,
Brogdon,
bro.
too.
Yo, John had.
Blazers were
We're
here.
going to Portland to watch Rob.
Yo, John had himself an unbelievable tweet saying that the Portland Trailblazers can be
saw that tweet?
last year's Utah
You know
Jazz.
what's funny about John? He said that about 30 teams already.
Oh, did he
that they
say
can
that?
be a play-in team.
No, is that what he's saying?
I feel like every tweet it's a new team saying, "Yeah, this team can make a run."
It's him Junior. It's
Yeah,
like, he
what
has to
the
tweet
fuck?
about
Like,
everybody.
how many
John's
teams
got to
can-
tweet
like,
about
what are
every
you
team.
doing? Like, pick 10 teams
Because he's going
already.
to come back in March, and one of these teams are going to be like around 500. He's going to be like, look what I tweeted in July. Be like, tweet about every team.
Don't hate on the grind, man. Digital footprint is important.
John's editing too, so I hope you see this. You fuck.
The Portland Trailblazers, for me, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to tune into this team over other teams.
Yeah.
I think I would
Now
choose
over
some
another
teams.
West Coast
When
team,
Anthony
too,
is-
so that's 10
If it's
o'clock
between
starts.
the Blazers and the Spurs, I'm watching the Spurs.
I
Understandable.
would personally watch the Blazers.
Listen, bro, don't be caught sleeping when Anthony Simons is on his
Like if it's
MIP
Blazers
tour.
and
Anthony Simons
Orlando,
is-
I'd pick
When
the
he's
Blazers.
on his MIP tour, you better be locked in.
Who,
Anthony Simons
Simons?
is him. Is he your MIP?
Maybe.
He's not your
Ooh,
MIP.
getting Spicy.
Okay.
All right. I don't think that's his MIP. I know who his MIP is.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have
you-
to average like 26 points a game.
I literally know who
Listen,
Drew's
Joel,
MIP is.
keep a hushy hush.
Next team.
Next team, the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, Wemby.
Absolutely.
We're here.
They're a league pass team.
This is another
100%.
team that'll probably get forced on us.
This might be the definition
They
of a
got-
league pass team.
18 was I say 19?
We gotta
televised?
appreciate Wemby while he's on the court. I don't know if we'll ever see something like that ever again. 7'4", that ball handling.
Won't.
Honestly, I mean, Chet
We
Holmgren is just a little bit shorter than him. Let me not say they're similar guys,
There's
obviously.
this other 7'4" guy coming in. Adas Mara is his name.
Okay,
I don't know if he can handle like.
He can't. He can't.
Probably not. But he's another 7'4" freak. So
What is in the water, man?
they're bringing in it's new vibes. New
What
vibes, man.
is going on?
And running quick through these last 3 teams, the Raptors, Jazz, and Wizards.
Wouldn't catch
Nope,
me
nope,
dead
no.
watching a Raptors.
No
game.
Raptors.
No,
Wow.
no.
This is no for me as well.
I'm just gonna
Wizards for
Google
you though.
Scotty
League
Barnes
pass
highlights.
team.
Wizards League Pass. I'm there. Tuned in.
They're
Utah
over
too.
under. They're over under this year for the Wizards is
Warriors
24 and a
fans
half.
I
Yo,
get-
Taylor Hendricks, is he gonna get some burn or
None of the rookies have played much in the preseason.
even Keontae?
Nah,
Keontae's played a
hasn't.
little bit, I think.
Keontae hasn't played well though.
Yeah, but Taylor and Bryce have not played.
Is he the Ray McCollum?
I don't want to say a lot.
Summer League?
I hope not.
Damn, bench is cleared.
Well, no, he was going to Summer League. He wasn't going to preseason.
Ray McCollum.
What was Ray McCollum in preseason? I don't
He was
remember.
Summer League MVP for the Kings.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a minute ago. Yeah,
It was.
and he didn't play in the preseason.
He just never
Well,
got
to
burned
be-
at all.
Will Hardy makes him really earn it. So, because Agbaji didn't get run till late.
Yeah, I just saw this. They wanted you to rip the blinker.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Nah, don't do that.
I-
That would have been crazy.
I ain't
Let me
trust, bro.
see. Oh, this is hilarious. Riv was holding back so much. I personally do not.
I don't even know, bro. I can't just be ripping his shit.
Nah, that's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. That's OD.
Damn, which one's mine, bro?
Damn,
I have
someone
this
offered you a free pen
water
rip and
bottle.
you said, nah, I'm sure.
I
I
don't
get
know,
it. A
bro.
random stranger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I know how I get. I get a little paranoid.
You hit that, you start seasoning
Remember when
shit.
Sean laced me?
Remember that.
Bro, Bro was.
Oh, in my house.
Yeah, bro was like, hey, Riv. He started tapping me to side. Like, yo, take this.
Those two little edibles fucking knocked you out.
Bro gave me 2 edibles. Next thing you know, 40 minutes, and I'm like, yo, Sean, fill up. He was like, what? I didn't take it. I was like, what the fuck?
I took it.
Yeah, bro, lied to
He
me,
gave it.
bro.
Yeah, he really was just handing them out like
Yeah,
they're
bro's
fucking
a
mints.
sicko. He came to hand out shit and didn't take none of the shit.
Yeah, he gave him to my father-in-law.
He did?
My
He did?
father-in-law fucking leaned out the bitch. I swear.
Yeah, he's a sick guy.
Did he know they were edibles?
Yeah, he did.
Sean
he
is a
did.
sick guy. Yeah, nah, he's crazy. Bro.
So you guys actually think the Magic are making a play in this year?
They'll be competitive.
It depends. Like I said, is Miles Bridges on the team or not?
No, he said
I
Magic.
The
talking about
Magic.
the
He's
Magic.
talking
I
about
know.
Miles fucking
I know,
Bridges.
but I say that because my team that I had getting in over them was the Hornets.
Listen, bro. At this point, you're just gonna assume the Hornets don't got Miles Bridges.
All right, then I'll have them.
No,
get in.
he was at practice.
Miles Bridges was.
Yeah, he was there shooting.
Regardless, I think the
shooting
Magic
around the
will.
basketball.
Nah, P was having a fucking stroke when I said that the Hornets are a sleeper team to make the play-in.
Why did he have a stroke?
I don't know.
He disagreed with you or agree
No,
with you?
strongly
yeah.
disagreed.
Stroke. Yeah, hence the stroke. Disagreed.
He was saying that the Nets, they're the sleeper. But I was like, how can they be the sleeper when they were a playoff team last year?
You know Pierre's a Ben Simmons guy.
I know that. And so am I. And I said, you can't make me bet again. He wanted to put
Yeah,
he wanted to put a rack on it.
Playoffs.
A rack.
He
Oh,
wanted to
rack?
put a rack on it. I was like, bro,
Nah,
what are you
he's
doing
wild.
to
Nah,
me
rack
right
is
now?
crazy.
I'm just like, yeah,
Hornets
bro,
and Nets
you want,
for a rack?
You want me to root against Ben Simmons? I can't do that. And then, bro,
Bro
on
said a
top of
rack.
it, wants to put up a rack on it.
Bro forgot he's here.
And that's exactly what I said. I'm just like, yo, bro,
Bugging.
why you trying to flex on us? He goes, nah, I'm not flexing on y'all. And then Jonathan comes in. He's just like, nah, bro, you flex crazy.
This was in the DMs or on
This
Twitter?
was on Twitter.
Oh, like
Yeah.
public?
No,
Don't
no,
do
this
that
is
in the
this is
DMs.
in
Oh,
our
damn, bro, fronted
this is
on
our
you.
fantasy basketball.
Bro told you show him a
Yeah.
band. You couldn't do it.
I did it.
No band
It's
for
like,
band,
yo,
whatever.
listen, I don't care about the Hornets or the Nets like that to put a band on
Now
it.
Pierre's a real. Not that you're not a Ben Simmons guy, but he's
No,
more of a Ben Simmons guy.
I guess that's fine with me.
he got takes to saying Ben Simmons gonna be over Luka one day.
Oh,
Back
really?
like in 2018, yeah.
I'm glad you can expose his
deleted
ass
them
because you were pissing me off, P. I had
deleted
enough of that shit. But the only thing I can say is I'm rooting for Ben this year. I'm not.
I think the sleeper team is Orlando, honestly.
Okay. More
I
so
think-
than
I
the
think the
Hornets.
Sleeper playing, you're saying.
I think the sleeper
Yeah.
team is Atlanta. For
No, I
what
think
they
they'll get
feel
in.
they
the
feel
East.
more, but they're sleeper
They feel
playoffs.
more like a save team.
Now I'm talking about like I think Atlanta
top 6.
can really get into that top 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
East.
but I think like I don't think we'd be surprised if they do it. Like I think they're more of a like safe pick. I think Orlando, we'd be surprised if they get into the play-in and win the play-in.
Yeah, because our conversation was strictly talking about playing. It started with Orlando and the play-in. So I said, yeah, sleeper team to get into the play-in would be the Hornets.
Yeah, Hawks were.
Yeah, they would be
last year.
They
in a
are.
sleeper
They
category.
are.
I'll bet each of you guys $20 that the Nets finish over the Magic this season.
We're here.
Okay.
Fucking bums. We're here.
$20 done. I can do that. No fucking $1,000.
Put a rack on it. Put a rack.
Nah, P got it for that one. He
Put a
got it for that one. I'm not
Put a
gonna
rack
hate.
on
He
it
got
right
it.
now.
He was very confident.
He was. I mean,
Does it say put a rack?
1,000. I'm just like, yo, come on, bro. Calm the fuck down, please. Please.
Put a rack on
Yeah, no,
it. My goodness.
I believe in that bet though. The Nets will suck.
Okay.
Unless Ben Simmons is back.
Don't care.
If Ben Simmons is
What is
back, can I
back?
fade?
I was
12-8.
talking. It is Ben Simmons don't even got to be back, bro.
What is
Like,
back?
No, let me
though?
ask you a question, bro.
Back is playing all world defense, rebounding, playmaking.
Not shooting.
If
well-
he's back to that, bro, can we like call it even? Like
I
find
think him being
I mean,
back
the
is gonna
bet is
change
made
it.
under the
because
assumption that things go right.
I love Ben Simmons, man. That's my guy. I'm back. I'm
I
happy to be
think-
back.
I think that Ben Simmons would be like the third reason why the Nets win games if he is back. I think it's Mikal and then Claxton and then
Our first viral
Cam
video
Johnson
was
and
really
Simmons.
me taking Ben Simmons over half the NBA.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that?
We should delete that.
I had that shit saved in my phone.
I was talking to JC on 2K the other day. He said you're sleeping on the Nets.
No, you guys suck. Not you guys. but
Not
the
me.
Nets. Yeah, the Nets suck. They're gonna have a bottom
They
6
aren't
offense in the league.
good.
They're not
JC was
good.
like, "Listen, we're not like a playoff monster, but
You're not a playing monster.
We're going to be a competitive team."
Yeah, a competitive loser. It's okay to be that.
The Raptors will
competitive
have the
playoff
Raptors
team.
will have a better record than the Nets.
I can't. What? I don't know about that.
I don't know. They're both mid.
The Raptors will have a better record than the Nets.
No, they will not. The Raptors are cooked, bro.
They have the same exact team minus Fred.
Brooklyn got more depth by far. Brooklyn has more good players.
I guess.
100%. Like I'm not even thinking about it.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah, like,
I'm
Brooklyn
not
has
going
way
to
more
disagree
good
with you there
players.
because
They
a
can
lot
go
of
like
what
8 or 9
Toronto is about is their starting
Toronto
five.
can't go 6-7 deep firmly.
They can't.
No, like
I can
there's
say
they don't
that.
have 6 firm
But
players.
that starting five, not bad.
That's okay.
It's not
one of
bad.
the worst half court offenses I've seen in my life.
They are. They are pretty bad. But once Scotty gets unlocked, it's over.
Dennis
You heard what
Schroeder
I
or
said.
Dinwiddie.
It's Dinwiddie, but you're cutting hairs.
Cam Johnson.
Shout out
or-
to Schroeder because Schroeder was dumb
Schroeder's
nice
a
in the
good player.
postseason.
Cam Johnson or Gary Trent.
Gary Trent.
Cam Johnson.
Mikel
I don't feel good
Bridges
saying
or
that at all.
OG Anunoby.
The answer is Cam Johnson. It was. It's
Yeah,
Cam.
it's Cam.
It's Cam.
Mikel Bridges or OG.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You give a sneaky. You
No,
shoulda
no,
did-
no, how about-
you shoulda
no.
did best player
No,
versus
'cause
best player.
Siakam-
I
yeah.
see how you did that.
No, how
though.
about
I'm just doing it by
no,
position.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
Bridges
Do by
is
best
better
player
than
to
OG.
best player.
Best player. Well, Pascal
clears
is the best
OG.
player. Then it's like 4 Nets, and then it's like OG. I would say 2-3 Nets. It's,
No, OG's better than Dinwiddie.
No, Mikel, Cam Johnson, Claxton, OG.
What
OG's
the
better than Cam
fuck?
Johnson.
OG's
not
definitely
better.
better than Cam
OG's,
Johnson.
OG's better than Cam
Now
Johnson.
he's not better than Cam Johnson.
No, OG's better
Cam
than
Johnson
Cam.
can shoot way better than him.
That's it.
Cam Johnson's
OG
a sniper.
can shoot.
And Cam
OG's
Johnson can
3-point
defend
shot
too.
is not bad.
OG's a better defender by far than Cam
I don't think
Johnson.
OG
Stop.
impacts defending more than Claxton.
Huh?
Oh.
Okay.
Claxton.
How does
Cla-
it go from
so
Cam
whatever.
Claxton?
So even if you want to do that,
Claxton's
it's
a big man,
Siakam.
though.
It's Siakam. It's Mikel.
I'm done arguing.
It's Claxton. It's OG.
That's
It's
valid.
Cam. Even if you want to do that.
No, that's
The
valid.
Nets got a better team than the Raptors, though.
No,
Like, pretty easily.
I agree with you. I'm not the Toronto.
But how I did it was there was nothing wrong with how I did it.
You went from we talking about OG versus Cam. Then you try to bring him Claxton's defense.
Yo, Grady Dick. Why don't we talk about him, bro?
What?
Grady Dick is on the Raptors. Respect
What I'm saying
him.
is that amongst the Raptors and Nets starting lineup, the Nets have
No,
an
the
advantage
Nets
in
have a-
4 of the 5 positions. The only positional advantage the Raptors have over the Nets is Pascal.
Are
That's
y'all
it.
forgetting that Jakob is on this team? Like, fuck
He's not
Jakob.
better than Claxton.
Fuck Jakob.
Like, not even close.
Both these teams are
So
so
fuck him?
fucking mid, man.
so
Nah,
fuck
he's not,
Jakob.
he's not better than Claxton.
He's not.
Claxton
But he does a
plays.
job.
But there isn't a major gap with the starting fives. There isn't a gap.
No,
Like,
I think there's a gap.
no, like
Because
between.
Mikel Bridges gets buckets, baby.
What about Scotty Barnes? You just forget
Said
about
that.
Scotty?
I did forget about
Yeah,
Scotty.
can you fucking respect him?
Wait,
Stop.
what's
Like,
the
yeah,
Raptors
whatever.
starting 5?
It's gonna be
Is Scotty Barnes better than Cam Johnson?
yes.
When did you become this Cam Johnson guy?
No, suddenly overnight.
What is this?
Cam Johnson is a solid
Can I-
player.
can I
I'm just
give the
asking
starting
a question.
5 of the
You think
Raptors?
Scotty's better than Cam Johnson? Yes or no?
Yes. Riv, stop trolling right now. You're pissing me off.
Been, like I don't know. Cam's a good shooter. He's a good
He is.
catch and shoot.
He's a
Yes.
good defender too, though.
He's a solid defender. I've seen him get really cooked a lot though, like a lot.
All right, starting 5 for the Raptors.
I think Scotty's a better defender.
it's gonna be
Cam.
Dennis. It's gonna be Gary. It's gonna be Scotty.
My God.
It's gonna be OG. And oh no, I'm capping.
Size.
Scott, no, excuse me. Gary's gonna come off the bench.
Yeah.
The only shooter. Got it. Got it.
Dennis, OG.
I think Schroeder's coming off the bench. I think Scotty plays the 1.
which would be cool.
Okay.
Scotty, Trent, OG,
I love that.
Siakam.
I love that.
Jakob.
I love that a lot. Actually,
I don't.
That's
but
not
we're here.
fire?
It's okay.
you're lying. That's
That's a lot of
tough.
non-dribblers.
Then you got Gary and
What do you
Dick
mean?
off the bench.
My brother Scotty could dribble.
Really?
Yeah, he could.
He's cool. Who y'all running? Dinwiddie.
So you want to make another bet on that?
Toronto?
$20 Nets over Raptors.
All right,
Cam,
let's change the magic
Claxton.
to this one.
No, let's just add the Raptors on.
No, come on, I
Shit,
know.
I'll
Ben
be
is
honest.
starting?
I need
Ben,
one bet.
I
Ben will
think
start.
You get to
Ben's
choose. You
If
can have
Ben's
the magic
healthy, I
bet with
think
him.
he
You can have
starts.
the Raptors bet with me.
The bet with me is
I'll take both. Wait, so
I'm sticking with Orlando.
okay, I'll take the Magic bet with you. I'll take the Raptors bet with you.
Done.
I don't
What's
think
the
the
Raptors
Raptors are
bet?
good.
Raptors,
at all.
Nets?
Raptors,
Nets over
no.
Raptors regular season.
I wouldn't be
wins.
surprised if the Raptors and the Nets finish the
They're going to
bottom
be
of the
like, they're both gonna be like 39
league. I wouldn't be
wins.
surprised.
Here for that. All right, let's get into MVP awards. Or excuse me, let's get into Mojo. Why not?
Mojo,
Let's
here
get
we
into
are.
award predictions first. Then
Yeah, we're already
Mojo.
talking
Okay.
hoops.
Yeah,
We can just
yeah.
do Mojo at the end.
All right, I'm vibing.
NBA award predictions. Let's start off with MVP. Dehls, who you got for MVP?
This
Comes
shouldn't
the
be a
glazing.
surprise to anybody, unless this is your first or maybe second show. I'm going Jason Tatum. It's always going to be Jason Tatum. Every single,
I hate
every
you so much.
single year, it will be Jason
Okay,
Tatum.
what's your series pick?
Jason fucking Tatum. I mean, we have a chance to have the best record in the NBA. Tatum's going to put up close to like 38-5. The efficiency will maybe it won't be amazing, but it'll be solid. With KP and Joe and Drew Holiday there now, you got a new team in. He's got to be the leader of that team. No more Marcus Smart. Yes.
Didn't you guys have the best record last year?
No.
Yeah,
Milwaukee was number one.
We were the 2 seed last year.
And Tatum averaged 30, right?
Yeah. He was. I mean, he didn't get any.
What
records.
more does he have to do
That's
to
record.
really get in the? He has to get from 2 to 1, really?
Well, Jokic. Embiid also got a pity MVP award, so that's out of the way.
Jokic is ahead of him too.
Jokic,
Yeah.
of course, is going to be there, but I'm going to step here and say Jokic. I want to be a little bit different, you know?
You want to be different? You pick Tatum.
Yeah.
You're a funny.
I mean,
fucking guy.
like the odds-on favorite is probably Jokic right now. I
He is.
assume.
He's at plus 450.
as you should.
So
He's my MVP. Spoiler alert.
Oh, can you give me
Ooh.
another one?
Nikola Jokic. He is my MVP. My other one would be Anthony Davis. But you guys
this is still the
expect that.
65 minimum, right?
Can I get a pick from both of you? That's not a bias.
I took Nikola Jokic.
No, that's
Denver is
that's
right
a
now our
safe.
biggest rival.
Can I get a non-safe one? Let's have some fun.
Non-biased be Jokic.
All right, non-biased, non-safe,
Non-biased,
non-safe.
non-Jokic.
Yeah, I want a non-safe, non-biased. Give me one.
Fucking guy, and this is the NBA awards. Who do we think is gonna win the?
Well, because I have one that I know you guys would be like, mine's Tatum, but you wouldn't expect me to say Tatum.
So why can you say Tatum, but I can't?
My
Because
dark
you're gonna
horse
say
is
it
Tatum.
every fucking
I will say it
Dark
every
horse?
single year.
Yeah.
One year I'll be right.
One year, you're right. One day you will eventually.
One day he's gonna get one of them, man. He's due.
Okay, who's yours, man?
My MVP is Jokic too. I think Nikola Jokic for the last 3 years in the NBA has averaged a triple-double, basically, has the best advanced metrics in the league.
Man,
and last year, he didn't win the award because of the playoff blemishes that he had that he got unfairly criticized for. But I think Jokic this year, I mean, are we expecting him not to average a triple-double again? Are we expecting the Nuggets not to be a top 2 seed in the West again? I think all those things are going to happen. I think Jokic is going to be number 1 in PER. He's going to be at the top of assists, top of points, top of rebounds. So I'm looking at Jokic, and really, I think him winning the championship last year is going to make people vote for him even more now because they know what he's doing is real. They have bought into what he's doing now. So that's why Jokic is MVP for
In case
me.
everyone's curious about MVP odds, Nikola Jokic is at plus 430, Doncic is at plus 550, Antetokounmpo is at plus 600, Tatum is number 4 with plus 750, Joel Embiid's 5th, 850. All the way down here, Anthony Davis is plus 3,000. And he's legitimately my dark horse pick if he can actually, I have here,
Surprised you didn't pick Luka.
72 games.
I'm a bit surprised too.
Luka and Tatum are both kind of like the second options I was debating between. I just think the Celtics will have a better regular season record and Tatum will average 30. But if it's not Luka or Tatum, like my real dark horse one is Devin Booker. I think Devin.
I think he's canceled out the award.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you because he's playing with KD and Bradley.
That's kind of
Beal.
how I feel with Jason Tatum, honestly. You get KP, you get Drew Holiday, you already have Jaylen Brown all NBA. I'm not going to call this a super team, but damn it, it's pretty fucking close.
Devin Booker, if he's playing point guard and he's just interchanging that with Bradley Beal, he can average 28 points and like 7 assists per game. And I think if those advanced metrics match up with his box score stats, then he could definitely be in a conversation for MVP.
Another dark horse, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, with the OKC getting better.
Do a lot.
But here's how it can get done. He continues to be the dominant offensive player that he was last season. You add Chet Holmgren to this team, automatically, in theory, this team should have more wins than it did last year. If they are a top 6 team in the Western Conference, there is a script that Shai can win.
I don't think outside of historical purposes, the MVP has been under a 5 seed and 1.
Nikola Jokic was the 6 and 1.
I said historical. Like I think he averaged a triple-double.
Westbrook too.
Triple-double. Yeah, I think like you have unless you're doing something like historical,
because that
I
Jokic
think you have
team
to
was
be
so
pretty
bad.
much.
I mean, he averaged
5.
30 last year. Let's say he averages 30, 31, 32 points per game.
If they're like a top 5 seed, I'm with you.
Exactly.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
But that's, again, dark horse. My pick is Nikola Jokic. You want me to think outside the box? I most definitely can. Listen, Anthony Davis is a legitimate MVP candidate, dark horse to win as well. But SGA is another one that comes to mind with how it can get done. OKC's a top 6 seed. He continues to be an amazing offensive player, continuing to be one of the most efficient at the basket, continuing to get his buckets at the line. And again, really being the initiator that OKC knows that they need him to be and propel him into that playoff spot.
Man, if SGA wins MVP, I mean, the things I do.
I'll tell you what, I'll be happy because it's been kind of nasty, the conversations around his name, just because they have him listed as a top 10 player.
I mean,
he was just first team All-NBA.
He shouldn't be listed.
He's not a top 10 player now.
But again, I'm not going to disagree
unless we're doing
with you,
season by season, which is fine.
which is what they were doing very clearly because Joel Embiid was just number 3.
Yeah.
Which list was that?
Well, I
It's
mean,
ESPN.
But I think SGA was over Devin Booker in that list.
I don't agree with SGA being over Devin Booker. I don't agree with him
had a
being
better
over
year, though.
Jimmy Butler.
Devin Booker didn't play a lot of games. He played like 40 something.
When you take into account the playoffs, though, I mean, you can't ignore what Booker
But
did.
then
in the
Embiid
playoffs.
wouldn't be 3.
That's true. That's true.
I think they heavily weigh regular season, which is fine.
But then again, I don't know if it was just season by season thing because they had Franz Wagner pretty high.
That's true. They have like top 50.
I think it was
ESPN do
definitely
their-
a mix of projection and.
I think they're just. It depends on who the player is.
I was gonna say, 'cause
ESPN does like
Wemby
at
was-
the end of this next season, where will these players be ranked? I think that's how they do it.
That's interesting.
So they're saying SGA will be ahead of Booker after this year then.
I don't know if that's the case.
And yeah, having him beat 3.
Nah, stop.
Crazy.
The defense maybe, but still, bro. Nah, Devin's too
Booker,
crazy
Devin Booker's
offensively.
a good
When are we
guy.
going to start respecting Devin Booker's defense, man?
I didn't say that.
We keep disrespecting his defense. He could defend.
SGA is just a better defender.
Definitely.
Not,
He's
I'm
a
not
better
calling
team
Booker
defender.
the bad defender.
I don't know if that's the case.
He's a better team defender for sure. I don't know if he's a better on-ball defender. SGA has his moments. I think he's a better team defender.
It's because OKC was a solid team defensively last year.
Yeah. I think if Tatum becomes the number one playmaker for the Boston Celtics, averages 30 again, continues to improve, get the mid-range back, he could be the MVP. I think I could have went Joker, but I wanted to try something different, pick somebody different, because I know Joker's the easy answer. We know
I
he's
just would
going to
rather
come
be
in.
right.
I don't even care about being right for an MVP prediction. Yeah, I think Tatum can win it for
That's
sure.
your dark horse too, or that's not your dark horse?
Nah, I'll just keep it at my pick.
Okay.
Because I feel like Rookie of the Year, we're going to have the same one, so I have another guy, too, for that one.
I do have another answer for Rookie of the Year also.
Fucking here. Let's have some fun.
I do. Especially because this one was mad vanilla.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who was yours? Your MVP?
I caught it.
Vanilla
Mine
just
was
means
Jokic.
bland.
Oh,
My
right,
dark
right.
horse,
You never heard
it's
that
kind of
before?
like I'm debating between 3, Luka, Tatum,
Can't
Booker.
make everything.
I like all those guys.
Come on.
I think Booker is probably disqualified. He will have a case, though. But unfortunately, the way his
So if
history
Booker's
is,
disqualified, so is Tatum.
I don't think Tatum's disqualified because I don't think they're going to look at Drew Holiday
They're not going
or
like KD.
Porzingis like they look at Beal and Kevin Durant. Like even Jaylen Brown, they're not going to look at them like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's disqualified. I think that's like a big 3. And historically,
it's
the way
stars.
But they're not going to look at them like they have Kevin Durant on their team. Like, oh, he has Jalen Brown and
when's the last time
Porzingis
Porzingis made an All-Star game?
3? Was it 3
He
or
only
4?
He
Was it
only has
New York?
one All-Star
A
game.
while ago.
Damn.
I probably was with the Knicks, bro.
God, we're getting
It
old.
was
It
with
was
the
with the
Knicks,
Knicks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think unfortunately, just
Have you seen KP this preseason?
He's
been good.
shooting 60% from 3.
He looks insane.
why do they make teams play the same team like 2 or 3 times in the preseason?
Make
like
sure
travel?
Like
Maybe.
I played Philly like twice, right?
Probably just travel.
Yeah, that's true. That's aggravating.
For the other awards, this is how we're gonna do it. You're gonna start out DPOY. You're gonna start off MIP. You'll start off 6-man. I'll start off Rookie of the Year.
What did you just say to me?
Y'all start off the awards. Y'all
so-
give the
so
first picks.
You just don't want it to all be.
Everybody was so confused that
I thought we were about to go around like, okay, who's your deep boy now? Who's your most improved?
Nah. I meant that just for the TikTok clips.
I got you.
Yeah, it's just okay. So
Who do you want to do? What do you want to do first?
Let's do DPOY first, so wherever you can start it off.
So I'm torn between 2 guys.
There's one answer.
Now I think either Bam or Evan Mobley has a strong case to
Oh
win
my
Defensive
God,
Player of the
where
Year.
is
65 games.
Anthony Davis?
I think Mobley was top 3 candidate last year.
He was.
I understand
He
that
was.
Anthony Davis right now has the claim of
Anthony Davis.
the best defensive player in the league.
Anthony
Is he
Davis
playing
doesn't have the
65
claim of
games?
playing 65 games consistently.
Yes,
He
I
will
know.
this year. He will this
I
year.
hope he
Okay,
does.
and
He
if
will
he
this
does,
year.
he will get in the conversation.
No, he will win
But
the
until he
award.
does,
If he plays
If he
65,
does, he
he's
will
winning.
win the
If he plays
award,
65,
Riv.
he's
it's
winning.
possible. I don't know.
What do you mean possible?
I
It's
don't
a
know.
lock. Lock it. If he plays more than 65, it's his.
When's the last time Anthony Davis played 65 games?
That's
or more?
actually
I was
an
just gonna
excellent
look that up.
question.
I can say the same thing about
Here's
a
the
couple
issue.
dudes.
2020. 2020.
Giannis won.
No, I understand that.
Oh,
Played 62.
Well, because that's because of the shortened season, and then if you take into
Before
account
that, 2017.
Yep.
2018. Yeah.
So the
He takes
last
into
time
account.
Davis played 65 games or more was
it was
2017.
2020.
2017.
2020.
It's
In
a
the
shortened
regular
season, yeah.
season.
Okay, it was a shortened season.
He would have played. He would have played
Yes,
65.
he would have.
Barring an
Fucking
injury in the
Mickey
next
Mouse
3
ass
games.
statement right there.
let's
Nah,
see.
nah.
Not talking
Going by the
about.
facts.
But yeah, if you're saying legitimately 65,
All right, who's your defensive player of the year?
2017,
I know it's Anthony Davis.
My defensive player of the year is Anthony Davis.
I know. I know.
Now, if
That's not a bad answer.
it's
though.
not.
I think that's the
No,
right
it's-
answer.
I don't
It's
think
better
Bam
than
or Mobley's a bad answer.
No,
though.
no, it's
No,
not.
no.
But you said it's one of 2 guys.
For me.
I would have just would have heard one of 3 guys.
No, because I would add
That's
a
valid.
Draymond.
Draymond's valid.
Draymond is always a candidate.
Draymond would have won. First of all,
doing
Marcus
dance.
Smart wouldn't
Any-
have a fucking award
if,
if
if-
Draymond Green didn't get hurt.
Non-bigs, who would you go with?
Ooh, I like that. This is what we're getting.
Joel,
Here.
Alex
come.
Caruso.
Caruso?
You son of a bitch. That is the answer.
If it's
That's
a,
the answer.
If it's a non-big man, the answer is actually Jaden McDaniels.
I knew that
The
was going to
answer
be
is
That's the
actually
answer.
Drew
That's
Holiday.
That's a great answer. Okay.
Just when Caruso's off the floor,
One of
one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my life.
Caruso is an unbelievable defensive
And the
player.
reason why the Timberwolves lost the play is because they didn't have McDaniels. If McDaniels was there, he would have locked up
You
Bron.
mean just end the show?
He would have locked
Can I-
him
can I
up.
ask you a
He
question?
always locks
It
him
didn't
up.
show up.
Can I ask you a
That's
question?
why he lost.
always
Yo,
locks him
Riv,
up.
Riv, legitimately, what do the Lakers have to give you to get Caruso back?
7 first round.
He's
picks.
okay.
Nah, Reeves.
He's a movable.
Honestly, you could have finessed me and said Cam and 2 first-round picks. I would say yes.
Do you think 2 firsts would get that job done?
The Bulls should.
If they're smart, yeah. 2 firsts for a 30-year-old? Yeah.
God, I hate to say that I would.
Who's your defensive player of the year,
Yes,
Dehls?
you should. Mine would be Evan Mobley. Last year he was my choice. I do think if AD plays 65, he should win it. What he did last year, I think, really cemented himself as undisputed best defensive player
Undisputed
in the NBA.
is crazy, but we'll keep it going.
Bro, he had a generate unbelievable.
Undisputed is crazy, but
Is there anyone else like at the end of last season? Was there
It's
someone
the
like
issue that
okay, he's
Jokic
better.
busted his ass.
Jokic did bust his ass.
He
Jokic.
busted his
Never done
ass.
that.
We just throw around the word generation.
That's my favorite
We
word.
throw around the word undisputed a little too much.
Is he not?
Undisputed? No.
He's not.
No.
Who is?
It's either him or Draymond.
Draymond's
honestly.
washed
Bam is up there.
man.
Bam
Nah,
is up
Bam's
there.
definitely
Bam is
in the
up there.
conversation.
Let's
AD
not.
was so dominant bro, those first 2 rounds.
He
Bam was pretty great.
He
Bam
was.
And he had more.
Bam's
I feel
always
like he had
great.
more responsibilities than AD on the defensive end,
because he has to guard the perimeter.
and he has to account for like 2 to 3 guys on this team.
And there's no other big behind him. But that's also the
Sadly,
case with
there
Anthony.
is no
That's
other
also
big.
the case with Anthony.
That is
But
very
not this
true.
year.
No,
difference is
We
that
have
Bam
help.
don't complain about it.
You think Anthony does? No,
Yes,
I
he
complain
does.
about
He
it.
always
doesn't wanna
talks
play
about
center.
not playing center.
Oh, got it. Yeah, no, he doesn't want to. But I think now he's realized that if we want to win
I think
basketball games,
I think
he has to play
genuinely,
center.
I think Anthony Davis, Draymond, and Bam have a great a great argument for best defender in the
Definitely.
world. I don't think either guy is undisputed. I think if you want to say Anthony's the best, that's fine. If you want to say Draymond's the best,
Are we
that's
going to
fine.
disrespect Giannis, who was voted by...
I don't think Giannis is on their level.
Mhm.
And that's just my opinion. I don't think he's on either of their levels.
He was
in
just
terms of
voted
defense.
best defensive player in the league.
I saw that and I vomited.
He's still an amazing defensive
He
player.
is. He's like a
not-
tier 2 guy.
Mm,
Like he's in
I
there
can-
with like Mobley and shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Altuve 3-run homer.
We're gonna
to
win,
tie the game or
Took
go
the lead
ahead.
in the 9th.
dude. We're winning 4 straight. I tried to tell you.
And you know that home run's
Christ.
the record breaker, most home runs in postseason
he was
history.
ass in the regular season.
Altuve?
Yeah, towards the
Really?
back end, he wasn't that good.
Well, just know
Yeah,
that
no,
he
playoffs
just
started.
tweaked.
Playoffs started. He got in his mode. But yeah, Bam and Mobley. I'm here, man. But Bam got to get one, man. At one point, come on, what are we doing?
Anthony Davis got to get one.
He don't play enough. That's his problem.
Like he don't got one at all, and he's arguably one of the best defenders of our.
I mean, Tim
era.
Duncan don't got one.
He don't.
No,
He does have 15 All-NBA defense.
never
though.
a defense player there.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy, right?
Who's yours, Drew?
It's Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Not going to sugarcoat that one.
It's not a bad pick.
I mean, just go look at the playoff numbers on top of the fact of his first preseason performance. Not first, but just the last night, 5 blocks in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll replicate what he did in the playoffs in the regular season?
Probably not.
I'll say no because there's a
Because if he does,
The
he
level
will,
of
he will
intensity-
comfortably win defense.
The level of
defense player.
intensity
No.
is not going to be
I-
there in regular season compared to the playoffs.
And he was great in the regular season as a defender last year. I'm not saying he
You know
wasn't.
what, man? He's young enough that his motor
enough.
should be high enough. Well, he's 28,
Is he
29
30?
years old. He might be 30 flat, actually.
28, 29
That's the
for
prime
80
of
is
a
like
player's
30,
career,
33
though.
real life.
He just told us
Yes,
3
he's
years
30.
ago he has nothing
You're
left
right.
to prove.
No. Well, he's an all.
Forgot he said that. he said that.
He's a
shit.
top 75 player, has a ring already.
Mickey.
Okay, last year he was amazing
He was. He was.
and
good.
washed you guys off the court.
He
Yeah,
was
he,
top
was, he was
five.
aggravating as fuck. I'll be
He was
honest
a
with
top 75 player over the likes of a guy like Dwight Howard, though.
I'm cool with it.
Of course you are.
Listen, I say that very comfortably. I was just having this conversation with my pops. I love Dwayne Wade and what happened in Miami. Anthony Davis is the best player I think LeBron played with at the time that they
Oh,
played.
I thought you were gonna say he was better than D Wade.
Dwayne Wade was washed, though, after
His
like
knees
2
were-
years.
2011, 2012.
2012
Dwayne Wade
he
was
busted his
Dwayne
knee.
Wade. 2013, he busted
No.
his knee.
2012 he busted
Well,
his knee.
against OKC, they were fine.
No, I'm saying he
that's
was still good, but
Yes.
he busted his knee.
2010 and 2011 were D Wade. He was still at his.
Okay, are we
at the
okay?
top.
I
That
feel
was
like we're
his
saying the
last.
same thing because we're talking about the first 2 years in Miami that LeBron
Yes.
was. Okay,
Yeah, but
we're
the
here.
second year he busted his knee.
We're here. Correct. No, it's the third year.
No, the third year he got worse. The second year he busted his knee, he started to feel it. He was still good, but
He
then
was
that third
amazing
year,
in
that
that
third
Thunder
year,
series.
that's when he really it started to take a toll.
But that's
on
what I s- no. Obviously, Dwayne Wade is
Yeah.
a better basketball player overall. But when LeBron played with these players, Anthony Davis has been the best in my
After
opinion.
the OKC finals is when Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Dropped off.
Because that series versus the Spurs, that's where you could say LeBron really had to shoulder 95% of the load, and I say that because Ray Allen was the hero of the series, even though LeBron did hit the game-winning shot in Game 7, but that's neither here nor there. But Anthony Davis, for what he did in the playoffs last season, for how dominant he was, and just coming into the season, the expectation should be that he is the number one player on the Los Angeles Lakers. He needs to be the best player on the Los Angeles Lakers, and I believe he does have those capabilities. LeBron James is going to be LeBron James at the age of he's going to be 40 years old. We're going into year 21. The fact that he is still a top 10, top 15 player in the National Basketball Association, it speaks volumes to him. But, of course, it's Anthony Davis's time, and he needs to assert himself this season, and I think that he will walk away with the Defensive Player of the Year.
You can keep talking and give your MIP.
Oh, I appreciate that. So my most improved player, I know that I had conversations about Franz being in this discussion. I know that's who you think that I was going to select. But no, the answer is Anthony Simons. Tyrese Maxey also is in this conversation if James Harden decides that he does not want to play with the Philadelphia 76ers, and that will solely be to usage his usage increasing, but Anthony Simons, when he was on the court, when Damian Lillard was not, it was in 11 games last season. He averaged 28 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and he shot 46% from the field and 41% from 3. I mean, he is a great offensive player, and his usage is only going to increase now that he is the lead guard on the team. I know Scoot is there, but he will still have lead responsibilities. He is going to get his regardless. That's just who he's been as a basketball player. And his efficiency has been great, especially over these last couple of seasons. He will be in the conversation and, in my opinion, will win most improved.
So, question.
I was going to go, but okay.
You can go. I'm not going to give my MIP right
thanks,
now.
Brody.
So, question. Since you just said that Simons will be the lead guard, if Dame had stayed in Portland, does Scoot start over Simons?
No.
Got him.
No.
That has nothing to do with me.
Okay. I just wanted to.
I just
want to get the
That
answer.
has nothing to do with me. You were the one that was very adamant on that as well.
Yeah, I stand on it, but he wasn't asking me.
No, I understand.
So you think Scoot start over Simons?
I thought I still stand on that for sure.
Okay.
That wasn't going to change.
Was that my claim also that Scoot was? I said Simons was not coming off the bench.
I remember. I knew where I stood.
No, I know where Riv stood. I forgot.
I was loud. I was loud with my shit.
I think you might have said you don't bench a third overall pick.
He's been starting.
Maybe I did say that, but I also said with the fact of Simons coming off the bench, he would go crazy.
No,
going up against the second unit.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's also true.
I just asked you because I know what the answer is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what the answer is. I know, but Riv's not going to admit it. But go, give your.
We'll never know.
If Dame stays with Scoot starting?
Yeah, he was not starting.
Oh, okay.
Not over Simons. Simons is a better player right now, and it's fine. He's been in the league longer.
Who the fuck cares? Dame's good.
Well, that's his MIP, so somebody cares.
Well,
I've always liked Simons.
I also think that MIP is wrong. I think Harden will not be in Philly, so this is Maxey's award.
I agree.
I think this is, if Harden is not going to be in Philly, this is 100% Maxey's award to win. I think his his uptake and just usage would be up. His ability to go into the pick and roll, he'd be able to show that more.
Yep.
He'll be on ball more. Like, he's just gonna have an uptake in stats everywhere. So I think the way he works, his work ethic, he'll be able to improve. Another guy I was thinking of was, of course, Jonathan Kuminga, the way he was playing preseason. But I think Keegan Murray is another guy who could be in the conversation because I think the Kings, they didn't make any real moves in the offseason, and with teams like Phoenix getting another star, Denver's still around, the Lakers adding depth, I think the Kings need another guy outside of Malik Monk to kind of be that consistent guy in the starting lineup. And I think Keegan Murray can be that. He was working on his all-ball work in Summer League and in the preseason, this offseason. So we're probably going to see a lot of him on ball a little bit more than last year. So he would have been another guy for me. But I think Maxey, I believe Harden won't be on the team. Maxey's the guy to win this award. What's
difficult about the Anthony Simons MIP case is that the numbers might be there, but they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA record-wise. And I really can't remember a last time an MIP won when his team was one of the worst teams.
Lauri Markkanen.
Lauri Markkanen is a good answer, but Lauri Markkanen's production upticked by an absurd amount.
It's like 11, 12 points.
And I don't think Anthony Simons' production is going to go up that much.
30, yeah.
Lauri Markkanen, it was just so much. And even then, I think the award could have went to SGA because SGA led the OKC Thunder to a play-in. And the Jazz were also a competitive team for most of the season until they chose to tank. I also think that, last year when Simons played and he had those stats, they were kind of playing with nobody. Where this year, you add Scoot, who's a ball handler, you add DeAndre Ayton, who's an 18 and 10 center. There's still going to be players around that are going to occupy some shots. For me, it's between three guys. My pick is Tyrese Maxey as well.
Correct.
Tyrese Maxey in games without James Harden and 13 games without him last year averaged 25 points and 5 assists per game. Even if James Harden doesn't play for the Sixers, I think the Sixers should still be a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference, and Maxey's going to be a big reason for that. The other two players I had were Austin Reeves. He averaged 13 last year, and I think 3 assists per game. I think this year he can comfortably be at 18 and 6, and that's a pretty good production uptick. And then the last one would be just Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, in totality of last season, averaged 20 points flat, I believe. If he averages 25, 26 in Brooklyn and they're a playing team, I think he'll definitely get a lot of votes for it.
I like that. If I'm with you guys, though. If Harden ends up getting traded, Maxey has to be the front runner. But if he doesn't, Austin Reeves is my pick. Like you mentioned, Joel, he put up 13, 3, and 3 on really stupid efficiency last season, but we saw the back half. And then the playoff run where he was insane. In the playoffs, he was putting up 17, 4, and 4 on even better efficiency. And he's going to be on a team that's, probably going to be a top 3 or 4 seed. He's going to contribute to winning. He's going to have the small plays, the hustle plays, diving for balls, playmaking. He's going to have everything that the Lakers really need in terms of like a third option. Did you see? I know Joey and Frank were going on it on Twitter between who's a better third option, Bradley Beal or Austin Reeves for a championship team. It's definitely team dependent, but it was Nick Wright, I think, who originally said it, that he would rather have Reeves than Beal, right?
He did say that.
No, he said he would rather have Reeves if it's LeBron and AD.
Yeah,
that's his duo, and it was like such a mental gymnastics to just answer the fucking question because it was a duo.
It's just for the sole fact of Reeves is making significantly less money than Beal.
I don't think that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, it's just like not that you're gonna get similar production out of.
They
Beal
asked
and
him who was a
Reeves.
better duo, KD and Book or AD and LeBron. He brought up Reeves. That had nothing to do with
Okay, yeah, that does have.
I'll be
nothing
honest,
to
didn't
do
watch
with
the clip.
anything.
I just saw him talking. I don't like Nick Wright.
What are the odds that
Sure, you're a good
Austin
human, Nick, but
Reeves
don't like it.
is in the All-Star game this year? And not off of like production, but off of
Votes.
Andrew Wiggins All-Star starter kind of hype.
He'll never get
where
that many votes.
Austin Reeves gets in because of fan voting.
I'm gonna give it.
He'll be in as a guard.
I'm
then.
thinking in that 7 to 10%.
He will have to get in as a guard.
I'm gonna be honest. I think there's a high chance he has a lot of fan votes.
He
I
probably
think he's
could.
gonna lead
Being on the
like I think he's
Lakers-
gonna be like top 7 in fan votes for guards.
You do know Steph and Luka completely own the guard spots for fans.
We're not saying he's
Yes.
starting.
Yeah, I'm not
You
saying
have to
that.
get in as a fan vote starting. The coaches pick the bench.
Oh, they're cooked. He's cooked.
Yeah, he's cooked. So Wiggins got as a starter because the fans just pop shit got
The
him
forward spot was
in. Yeah, it was
wasn't
naked that
It
year.
was
Yeah,
a bad spot.
and
that year,
Austin's unfortunately like a guard, so he'll have to get in over there.
But it's good that we won't get a Mickey Mouse All-Star starter this year. But Austin Reeves is a great player, though. He is a great
Julius
player.
Randle's a Mickey Mouse All-NBA player.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Fucking guys here saying he's gonna win most improved player. Now we're calling him a Mickey Mouse All-Star.
Well, I think you could be a
All-Star-
great player,
I mean,
but not be an
yeah.
all-star starter.
I mean, Andrew Wiggins is not an
You know what I
All-Star
mean?
starter.
No, not at all.
No, we're not saying that
I was
Reeves is
fucking
an
geeked
All-Star
when he got
starter.
in though. Yeah, he's not an All-Star starter though. Nah, that was crazy.
Who's up next?
You.
Sixth man of the year.
Sixth man of the year. I got IQ. New York Knicks. He arguably should have won it last year. Of course,
You saying that?
my guy Brogdon. I know Mikey's not gonna love that. He was going every day tweeting between the stats between Brogdon and IQ, but he's so important to the Knicks' success. I think we all had the Knicks as like a top 4 or 5 seed. So if they're going to be winning games, I mean, he's probably their third most important player, in my opinion, behind Brunson and Julius Randle. We know the efficiency is going to be there. He's going to shoot lights out from 3. He's going to defend, play make. He's going to have highlights with his bag, make crossing people up. So the production is going to be there, the efficiency, and he's going to contribute to winning. And like I said, he was second place last year. Now that Brogdon's off Boston, I'm interested to see how Boston plays their lineup because if Derek White is coming off the bench, he's going to be a big candidate too for 6-man. But right now it'd be IQ.
That's exactly what my thought process was. Who was going to be the 6-man off the bench for the Boston Celtics just because of how deep this team is? Are you going to run Jason Tatum at the 4? Like I understand that that's a real possibility. But if that's the case and we see Derek White and Jrue Holiday both in the starting lineup, that's a dangerous lineup. But if Derek White does come off the bench, understanding how much he means to you guys defensively, on top of him being an efficient three-point shooter as well, this guy most definitely should throw himself into this conversation for 6th man of the year. He is one of the more underappreciated Boston Celtics. And I think as the season progressed last year, he started to gain more and more recognition where we had conversations about Christian Wood or Derek White, and by season's end, it wasn't a conversation. But absolutely, depending if Derek White does come off the bench, I do think that this is his award. But Joel said it perfectly. This is Emmanuel Quickley's award. What he means to the Knicks, how great of a player he was in the regular season. I say that because in the postseason, kind of struggled a bit. But all in all, he can get to a bucket. That's really where he strives at. And especially playing for the Knicks, Emmanuel Quickley can definitely get that job done.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Emmanuel Quickley. I mean, this is, so far we got a sweep. We'll see if Riv got a different answer.
Oh, no, I'll just tell you in advance now.
Emmanuel Quickley means so much to the Knicks, and when he gets a real opportunity, this guy's a 20-plus point per game scorer in this league. The playoffs kind of blinded people to, what he actually is because he didn't have a good playoff run. But in the regular season, he was really important to our success, and I think that's going to continue this year. A sleeper pick I have, which maybe Riv has or doesn't have. We'll see if we're aligning. It's not Naz Reid. It's Jaden Hardy from the Dallas Mavericks.
No, but that's a great fucking pick.
Jaden Hardy was supposed to be a top 10 pick in his draft class. He fell to the second round. Since Kyrie Irving arrived in Dallas, Jaden Hardy has credited him with a lot of his really learning experience and him getting better as a basketball player. And I think this year, the Mavericks need it more than ever. Some juice off the bench, a scoring punch, and I think that's going to be Jaden Hardy.
My pick is Naz Reid. I think like just him getting
nice.
Him getting paid for sure, and then him missing that play-in game, him getting hurt late in the stretch, it's going to give him a different energy, different motivation. And the Timberwolves just play so different when he's on the floor. They're able to space the floor. They can run a little bit more. They're able just to have more energy on defense. Naz Reid is such a good post player, such a good scorer. He can handle the ball. I think this is definitely an award he can definitely take over. And I think with him coming off the bench with Cat or Gobert, you can see him in a couple fourth quarters where they need to go small. Naz Reid can do that for you. And they need to go big. They can play the stretch, the five out motion. Naz Reid can play that too. My dark horse though is Jaden Ivey. I think if Jaden Ivey is coming off the bench, that probably suits him anyways. Just come in, go get buckets, be the lead guard off the bench. He can put up some statistics off the bench, and he can definitely make some noise off the bench. He improved his jumper towards the end of the year, last year, and his jumper looks all right. He still takes nutty-ass shots, but I think as a sixth man, I think he can be a quality player, and I think he can definitely be a dark horse for this.
Another dark horse, Rui Hachimura. Really, that's where
he starts.
I think it's going to be Vando, honestly. Although I would love if Rui were to start. Obviously, it was great for us in the playoffs last season. And
you think his percentage continues in the playoffs?
I don't know if the 3-point percentage falls the way that it does, but he can hover around league average 36%, which would be more than fine. But really, where he lives is in that mid-range area, and he's a sniper from the mid-range area. And we saw defensively him improve when he came to the Lakers because, of course, you're not taking tougher assignments, and he knows how to fulfill that role. I think Rui Hachimura definitely is a dark horse, but I feel as if Emmanuel Quickley should be the favorite.
No Chris Paul lover?
Nah. He's going to start.
He played pretty good in preseason.
Yeah,
he came off the bench last game.
Yeah,
really?
That's why I bring him up.
When's Dre playing?
Kerr's fucking trolling. He's trying 7-8 different starting lineups.
I need Kuminga in the line.
Dre's not starting. Dre's not playing.
That's
the
what I'm
first
wondering.
Couple weeks,
2
right?
weeks.
Yeah. So
Chris Paul, listen, if he comes off the bench all season and you guys are a top 4 type seed, and
the offense looks great.
You know
It's the
it's
defense I'm worried about. But when Chris Paul's out there, the offense looks great. It's just the defense I'm really worried about.
Chris Paul is a good candidate.
How many defenders do you trust on the Warriors? Wiggins, maybe Kuminga.
You not naming Draymond is still
no, but I'm saying
to
without Draymond, outside of come on, bro.
You gotta name him, bro. Come on.
You don't trust Clay as a defender right now?
It depends. What's he guarding?
Just as a defender in a vacuum.
He can guard like Kevin Huerter and like Keegan Murray. Like I'm not saying like I'm just using examples.
Can he guard Austin Reeves?
A little bit, nothing crazy.
That's
He's
kind of telling.
Yeah, he's. I think probably Wiggins, of course. Dre, Kuminga. Kuminga's better at guarding guards than Wiggins. Wiggins is better at guarding wings. Gary Payton, of course. Can't forget Gary
Definitely.
Payton for sure.
Mm-hmm.
4. But we got Dre.
That's more than the Bucks.
Yeah, we got Dre, man. We got Dre. Life happens.
He cleans
It's
up
a shame that Steph just.
I trust Steph.
He tries. I should say.
He's just
Hey, listen. As long if he's guarding the regular, we good.
Yeah.
If he gets switched on to Fox or like Trae Young and shit, we're fucked.
Food.
Yeah. What can you do?
The easy pick for Rookie of the Year, of course, is Victor Wembanyama, and I think we're all going to have him.
Cap.
But let's just give some dark horse picks for Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Yo.
Listen, man. Now, if he starts, I'll pick him.
I
I don't know if he'll start, but I think they might go no, because if Ivy's coming off the bench, I can see them going Cade, Harris, Osar, Bogdanovic, Duran. You know, the spacing would be nuts. But or Stewart. I don't like that. But I think if Osar starts, he's just gonna fill up the box score every night, like rebounding, assists, steals, blocks, a little bit of scoring. He's just gonna do so much for them. I think he doesn't have a chance. I think Wemby's gonna win the award, but we're talking about just guys who come in number 2, first to number 2.
Chet, bro.
I think Osar can be number 2.
Outside of Chet, Scoot, and Wemby, who are we confident that's going to be in the starting lineup?
Oh, in the starting lineup?
Is Scoot going to be in the starting lineup?
Scoot
I think
will
so.
be in. I don't think Brogdon will
think-
start.
yeah,
Brogdon has a
Sharp-
roll
no,
off the
yeah.
bench.
Sharp comes off the bench.
They'll probably, yeah. I don't think Black and Amon are probably going to come off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Miller's just looking like he's gonna come off the bench.
Yeah, so a lot of the top guys going to come up. Cam Whitmore might not play till later in the year.
Yeah.
You know, for me, if
Kobe
Victor, of
Jones.
course, is my rookie of the year.
Yep.
My number 2 is Chet Holmgren, just because I think he's a great player.
I think it's going to be
Let's
a
see what pick we got, fellas.
Oh, tough. Facts.
Just
Draft
opened
room is
up.
open. I was actually thinking about talking to you guys about this. Do we want to record the draft and put it on Patreon?
Oh, I got pick 3.
That's
We
tough.
can.
Oh, you got pick 1. You're Wardell, right?
Yeah, what are we
You
talking
got pick 1. Fantasy.
Fantasy basketball, bro.
He said he did. Pick 3.
Which one is this fantasy league again? What is it called?
This
Not
is,
for
no,
casuals.
the underground fantasy
Pick
basketball.
1 is
league.
such a fraudulent spot.
What do you mean?
Jokic.
You get to get
Yeah,
Jokic.
but then we're doing snakes, so that means I
Yeah.
got to wait all the way to the end.
That's pretty true.
Oh, I'm taking Jason.
I like
And
the-
ironically,
I have
you
the
say
second
that.
pick.
And, nice.
Oh.
And
Oh
I have
my
the dead last
God.
pick.
10. Damn.
Damn. You know, this year in fantasy, I'm gonna change my game plan because last year was a lot of
Well, it's
if
different
this
year.
if this guy stays healthy,
We're doing points,
it'll
not,
be great.
not stats.
I had to backpack us last season.
We're rolling
You
the
guys
same
are
team.
lucky that I'm me.
We're on
Huh?
the same team.
No, we can try.
No.
I
He
say
just meant to
backpack us
representing
as
pick
like
a side.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So pick 1, pick 2. Excuse me, I'm pick 3. You're pick 2.
Yes.
You're pick 10.
I'm pick 10.
Your pick.
Damn,
Your
we
pick
got 1,
1,
2,
Riff?
3.
Who you picking?
I'm picking Giannis.
Oh, so you're gonna get Jokic.
Oh,
Unless you don't
shit.
take Jokic.
Never mind.
Bro, why'd you say
never
it
mind,
like
never
Oh
mind.
yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, he's gonna open and see Jokic's name.
I mean, either way, both guys are.
Nah, bro. Jokic is a fantasy dream.
Is he really?
He's a fantasy
I feel like
dream.
Giannis does the same shit.
No.
Because he averages more points and more rebounds,
The
right?
assists.
Well, don't the points add on to these 6? Because he averaged like 6 more points.
They do.
You could just take Giannis.
and I'm
bro.
going to be honest with you, bro.
I'm
The
taking
fact that
Joker
we're doing
now.
points is disgusting.
I don't like the category shit's annoying.
Let me take
Because
Joker.
I'd be
bro.
like, oh, I gotta take
I might
someone
let you
who's gonna
take
get
Jokers.
steals.
That's
I'm
where
like,
the
'cause I
real
don't really
ball
give a fuck
knowers
about
I just,
pop
want, I just want to
out.
draft fun players.
I get that. I do get that. I was
No.
once like that too.
so rookie of the
My
year.
casuals, I always say.
Nah, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, so
but-
outside of Chet and because I think Chet and Victor would probably be the 1-2. Who's your third guy?
My third guy is Jarris Walker.
You
Interesting.
think it starts?
I don't know if he starts, but I think like your reasoning with Asar, I think Jarris Walker fills up the stat sheet. He's somebody that's going to rebound, he's going to assist. I don't think he's going to play out of his role offensively, so he'll be efficient. And so Jarris Walker is my other guy. He's my sleeper pick outside of the top 2 guys in Victor and Chet.
Let me ask you a question. Amon is going to be the 6th off the bench, or is it going to be Dylan Brooks?
Dylan might start.
Okay,
Let's
so
say
that's
Dylan.
Amen
should
Thompson's coming
start.
off the bench.
so. But
I
I'm
think
asking, is
the
he
lineup
6th
is
off the
Fred,
bench?
Green.
He
Because
should be.
Tari Eason, is he going to be off the bench as well?
They might come off at the same time.
Yeah, but Amen, he's
I like
gonna have
Tari.
Amen's
Tari's
gonna
a
have the
good
ball in his
basketball
hands
player.
though.
I'm
you
going to
know?
have about 22 to 25 minutes a game.
I just say I think that the Rockets are going to be so well coached, and just his skill set of basketball is just going to be so unique and honestly catered.
No, they're going to eventually have to start him.
But that's what I'm saying. He's going to play with so much energy. It's just going to be a matter of
So the
the
jumper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's going to be consistent, and
I think Fred, Green, Brooks, Jabari, Sengun probably start.
Mm-hmm. I
And
like
then,
that. Yo,
Eason-
Jabari, I know it's year 1. You're going into year 2. You can't really talk too much about MIP going year 1 to year 2, but I think Jabari's going to be that great.
I want you to look up right now Zach Collins versus the Rockets in the preseason.
Zach Collins 8?
And I want you to see who he's eating against.
Jabari? Really?
Just go look it up.
Interesting.
It's actually really funny. I don't look too much in preseason, but it was so funny because I saw them.
So who's your 1 and 2? Victor and Chet.
Yeah, Victor and Chet are my number 1 and number 2.
Your
Victor
dark
Chet.
horse is Amen.
My dark horse, I'm torn between Scoot and Amen. I think that situation with Portland, I don't think they're going to play bad basketball. I think it's going to be like a good brand of losing basketball, unfortunately, just because there's better teams. And I think Scoot is going to get a lot of burn, and he's going to be able to still get his.
What does Scoot have to do to not be a dark horse? Like what would have to be the numbers?
Shit, man.
in the rookie of the
15
year.
and 5.
15 and 4. You think that?
Why are we labeling Scoot as just because if it's not Wemby, it's a dark horse?
No, I thought because we kept saying Wemby and Chet, so I was assuming we were labeling Scoot.
I think Scoot's, if he's gonna start, like we said, those are the only 3 guys that we are confident is gonna start for majority of the season.
That's fair. So I'll go dark horse and men.
That's valid.
I just don't know how a man gets into the lineup unless they put him at the 3, and I don't want him at the 3
Yeah.
because I feel like Fred's gonna still have the ball a lot, or Jalen Green, so he's gonna be off ball, and I would rather
That's
Fred
not
off
his-
ball.
yeah.
So
Out of all these rookies, Victor Wembanyama, of course, is the best player on the Spurs already in this early stage in his career.
that was
Out of all the rookies that were drafted, I do think there's one rookie that is the most important to a team that has aspirations to compete, and that's Derek Lively. If Derek Lively is really good for the Mavericks, he rebounds well, he defends well, he can place himself into this conversation because the Mavericks lack what he can offer. It's just a matter of if he can do it efficiently, and if he can, we're talking about kind of like a Walker Kessler, but on a team that can win basketball games.
I think Brandon Miller, if the Hornets are terrible at the deadline, could easily be sellers. They can move off Gordon Hayward, Terry, PJ. Like they can move off one of these guys.
well,
and the
Hayward's
spot
on a
opens
1-year
up.
deal.
Yeah, so a movable contract. So Brandon Miller, I think if I had to pick a dark horse, it'd probably be him.
What about Hami Jaquez? Because you mentioned that Derek Lively and Prosper too, of course, are going to be so vital to Dallas' success.
He's just gonna have numbers to.
Yeah.
I guess Lively probably.
But
would
he'll
not,
probably be just like maybe not just as successful, but Hami Jaquez will probably be one of the successes of Miami
Yes.
Heat's
He'd be like
season.
a winning player.
But like
Yeah.
I look at all the rookies and
Like
I'm
a
like,
Keegan?
okay.
Yeah, not with the numbers probably.
I got
but
you.
The impact, yeah.
Yeah.
I look at all the rookies and I just ask this question: which team is banking on this rookie to help them immediately win games? And to me, the one is the Mavericks because, of course, Victor Wembanyama's with the Spurs, but the Spurs aren't expecting a big jump in wins with Victor there. There's not much pressure to win games for a lot of these top picks. But for Derek Lively, because they weren't able to trade for a Clint Capella or DeAndre Ayton, he has to be that for them. And there are a lot of their season success is banking on whether he can be that or not.
Not disagreeing.
So he got the most pressure out of all rookies, I think, right now.
That's
this
fair
year.
enough. That's fair enough.
Coach of the year.
To me, this one's going to be Mike Malone.
Cracking the fuck.
And
up.
I say
forgot
that-
that award.
Yeah, no. I think
Steve Kerr.
this award will be Mike Malone's for the idea that we saw it a couple of years ago. Tom Thibodeau was the coach of the year that the Suns were amazing. Monty Williams felt like as if he should have won the award. The year after, the Suns were the best team in basketball, and Monty goes and finally brings home the coach of the year. Now, this past season, the Nuggets were the number 1 team in basketball. They probably believed that Mike Malone should have been coach of the year, but instead it goes to Mike Brown over there in Sacramento, and rightfully so. Again, it was a team that was out of the playoffs. They go and they make the playoffs to the top 3 seed. It was an amazing story, and Brown was fantastic. But now another season removed where we feel as if the Nuggets will be the favorite to be the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, in contention to be the best team in the NBA. Mike Malone will get that recognition. I think he's the coach of the year.
I was looking at the odds-on favorite for this award. Mark Daigneault from the OKC Thunder is the odds-on favorite to win this award.
I like that.
And to be honest, I don't know why he's number 1 because
One's nuts.
in order for him to win Coach of the Year, OKC has to be a top 6 playoff lock. They have to make the playoffs outright.
I agree.
And I just don't know with how loaded this Western Conference is that they'll do it. I think a lot rides
Don't
on
sleep, bro.
Mark Daigneault to win Coach of the Year.
Don't sleep. You're sleeping.
My Coach of the Year award is going to go to Frank Vogel. Currently, he's 6th place at plus 1,300 odds.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
The Suns are going to be a top 3 seed in the Western Conference.
Should be.
I know there's a big there's a lot of people making a lot about the health of this team of Bradley Beal, Booker, and Kevin Durant, but I think they're going to have a healthy season. The way Kevin Durant got injured last year wasn't his body giving up on him. It was somebody stepping on him,
Yeah.
and that's how he got injured. I think that Kevin Durant will be healthy. I think Booker will be healthy. I think Bradley Beal, for the first time in years, is finally motivated to play. And what Devin Booker said the other day is facts. It's unfair. Nobody can guard this team because they got that much offensive firepower.
What's your opinion on people saying that that's this year's version of I'm fine in the West?
That killed me.
To be honest with you, I didn't see it that way Because who's stopping them legitimately? Like, just take away fandom for a second. Legitimately, who is stopping Beal, KD, and Booker?
And I think even if it is that versions of I'm fine in the West, Devin Booker can say that. Devin Booker has been out of the West. Devin Booker just had a historical playoffs. Kevin Durant is an NBA champion. Kevin Durant has made deep runs in the playoffs before. Like, I think them saying it versus John Morant, who's never made it to the conference finals, saying it is two completely different things, because the Suns, they got players, they got cachet to be able to say that. But what's going to make Frank Vogel coach of the year for me is I think people are going to be surprised by how great this defense is. I know everybody's looking at the offense. It should be a top 5 offense, but I think Frank Vogel is going to make this a respectable defensive unit.
It's actually refreshing to hear you talk great on an ex-Laker, you know? Especially understanding
How the fucking Lakers
the
get
defensive
brought up, man?
prowess that is, or that Frank Vogel
Calling Frank
brings
Vogel
to
a
his
former
team.
Laker is crazy.
He is a
That's a
champion.
former Pacer, brother.
Did he win a fucking championship with the Pacers?
That's where he got his notoriety and his stain from.
No, bro. He became stamped in the
That's a lie.
history books forever when he was an NBA champion. Goofy ass.
Goofy ass.
Do you have your pick, Riv?
People remember them Indiana Pacers. Cash.
What do you mean? I was there. I was with the Heat then.
I didn't, but off the fly, I'll say since I have Minnesota as a 3rd seed, I'll probably go Chris Finch.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so I have him as a high draft.
So I'll have 3 different ones. My
Why?
bias pick is going to be Joe Mazzulla.
He sucks, bro.
He doesn't suck.
He sucks.
He's a good coach.
He's a bottom 8 coach.
He's
in the league.
learning
He's a
from
good
his
coach.
mistakes, and for that,
He's a bottom 8
I
coach. in the league.
respect
He's a
that.
good coach.
He's a bottom 8 coach.
When
in
we
the
win a
league.
championship, why don't you
Bottom
apologize?
8 coach in
You'll
the
win a
league.
championship, and I can guarantee you he'll be the 10th reason you win the championship.
Riv, that's irresponsible. That's irresponsible.
It's not. I think he's a
We
bottom 8 coach.
We
in
were
the league.
top 2 offense, top 2 defense last year.
Okay.
How many
Bottom
coaches are
8?
better than Joe Mazzulla?
Right now, you just said 22 coaches.
Okay, let me rock up. Hold on. Let me cash it. Matter of fact, you got the.
I got you. I'll name it.
Let's lock it on bum ass.
He just
So-
got disrespectful.
I don't care what he says.
Nick Nurse,
Nick
I'm going
Nurse.
Nick.
JB Bickerstaff,
JB's better.
JB.
Tom Thibodeau.
Thibodeau is better. That's a close one, but Thibodeau's better.
Is Jock Vaughn better?
No.
I need to see more.
Eric Spoelstra,
Yes.
Clears.
Quinn Snyder,
Yes. That's
Billy
5.
Donovan.
Is that a lock? Quinn Snyder's.
Quinn Snyder, it's comfortably
Okay.
better than Joe.
That's
Billy
Just a
Donovan.
reminder: Mazzulla took over this job 2 days before the season started last year. Went 7 games to the ECF.
Didn't
Best
Jock
player.
Vaughn do the same thing?
What?
Jock Vaughn
What?
was great with the
He was an
Nets.
assistant, and then he just
When
randomly
he took
became the
over
head
the
coach.
Nets.
And they went to the ECF.
No, they didn't go
Nah,
to the ECF.
he lost Kevin Durant and Kyrie,
I know.
but they were they turned into one of the best defenses in the world.
They
Jock
did.
Vaughn's a good coach.
The
Yes.
Celtics were a top 2 defense.
So
in the
far we
league.
have 5. Billy Donovan,
Nah, they in the same tier.
Rick Carlisle.
Rick's better.
That's 6.
Rick is better.
Steve
Glad you guys woke
Clifford.
up to that.
Nah, he's better.
Mike Malone.
Mike's better.
That's 7. Taylor Jenkins.
I would take Jenkins.
That's
Taylor.
8.
Mhm.
Mike Brown.
Mike's better.
That's 9. Frank Vogel.
Frank.
That's 10. Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's 11. Steve Kerr.
of course.
That's 12.
I don't even know if you believe that.
Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham?
Yes.
I would say yeah,
Chris Finch.
Wow,
one's close.
really?
Why is Darvin Ham over Joe Mazzulla?
because he can make adjustments that actually work.
Why don't you think
He
Mazzulla
did
made
make some
He made
adjustments in the playoffs.
in the Philly
His
series.
adjustments don't work, and he doesn't make adjustments like that.
We made adjustments to the double big lineup, or out of the double big, whichever way it was.
It was
round
basically
2.
let's hope and pray Jason Tatum can save us, which is what he did.
Who's the next coach?
Steve Kerr.
You said.
We said
Steve
Oh,
Kerr.
no, Darvin
You're
Ham.
on Darvin Ham
After
first.
him.
Chris Finch.
I think Chris is slightly better.
Why?
Slightly better.
Why?
Interesting.
Why is Chris Finch a better coach?
You
than
know,
Joe
I'll
Mazzulla?
put him in the maybe. I'll put him in the
Okay,
maybe. I'll put him in the maybe.
okay,
I'll put him in the
Riv.
maybe. That's fair. Yeah, I'll put him in the maybe.
Jason Kidd.
Kid.
Mark Dano.
Why?
Comfortably.
Again, why?
No, I'm not. If I'm saying it, I'm just saying it. That
This
doesn't
was
mean
the 11 seed last year with Luka Doncic, by the way.
I don't think that was Kid's fault though.
I don't know. He's supposed to be
Okay,
this
fine.
defensive guy.
We'll throw Kid in the maybe. We'll throw Kid in the maybe.
Mark Dano.
From OKC.
Joe Mazzulla's got a lot more playoff wins than a lot of these guys are naming, man.
Oh, he has
I
more
don't know,
playoff
man.
wins than OKC.
I'll say I give him
Crap.
a lot of credit for
OKC
the
was a top
defensive
12
scheme
unit.
that he had last season. They knew that they didn't have that big presence. That he made it.
Give
a
me
point of
Mark,
emphasis.
man. Fuck what
That's
Dell's
not a-
talking about.
It's not a bad opinion.
Keep going. That's 12.
It's not
right?
a bad opinion.
Greg Popovich.
Of course.
Ime Udoka.
Oh my God, Riv! I'm gonna have to apologize.
Dehls, who do you think?
Who's the coach for the Jazz? I'm forgetting his name right now.
Will Hardy?
Will Hardy, ex-Celtic. I fuck with Hardy.
You think Hardy's better too? I know
I
you
want
do.
to say that. I want to say all that.
Riv,
What are we at right now? 15?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
All right, maybe
Are
not.
we at
All right.
15?
Maybe I was like 2 numbers off.
Yeah.
Took over the head coaching job 2 days before the season.
You know what
went to
that-
the East.
you know what
they
that
were
gives me-
they were a twisted Jason Tatum ankle away from potentially going back to the
You shouldn't have
championship.
never been down 3-0.
Riv, you know what that just reminded me of, bro?
Should the Bucks have been
You're cooking. That's why I got fired.
You know what that reminded me of?
first round? It's different. It's different.
Ironic,
That's like 19 names. Is this coach better? Monty Williams.
of course.
I would say Monty, yes.
Monty's better. You know what that reminded me of? Way back in the day, ironically, we were talking about the Ben Simmons clip. The clip right after was the clip I'm about to talk about. When you said, I think I can name 15 guards better than Kemba Walker. And I said, if you can name 15, I'll give you $5. That's what it just reminded me of.
That was when he was washed up.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, well, I'm going to have to give you 5.
This was Celtics, Kemba.
Yeah.
This might have been after. Like,
Nah,
he
this
was about
was-
to leave.
Well, that was when he went to the Knicks, I think.
Because his
Say,
first
after
year,
the
he was
Celtics,
good.
he was done.
No,
His first year
no,
with
that
Celtics,
was,
he was
I
good.
don't think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the, I
That
don't
was
think
it,
that
though.
was the, when he was with the Knicks. I've been on the
It
show
might have
for
been
a
like
minute.
year 3, year 2 Boston.
Once his like knees and shit were cooked or whatever.
Mazzulla's
No,
probably
because-
bottom 8, bro. bottom
Because
10.
remember, it was Kemba
we
and
were at 15. How we go from 15
Question.
to bottom 8?
was it Kemba and Tatum
Oh,
the,
he was
the
at
year that
17 right now.
Kemba,
We have 3 maybes.
the year that
Because we
the,
didn't say Will Hardy. Who, Ime or Joe? Honestly.
Give me Joe.
You know Ime's better. You know
a
Ime's
loyal,
better, Dad.
yo, I was about to call you the N-word. You a loyal dude. I respect that. You got to take your guy. I respect that.
I'm
Dehls.
taking my guy.
I like Will better.
Nah, that's 20 teams, though, because just off like team
and I'm
names,
and
not
we got
coaches.
new guys, so I'm not going to name the new guys.
Sixers, Nick Nurse. Cavs, JB Bickerstaff. Knicks, Tom Thibodeau. Heat, Eric Spoelstra.
is Thibodeau better?
And when do y'all keep counting? I'm at 4 right now, by the way. Quinn Snyder,
Listen,
Hawks.
not
These
keeping
just the
track.
ones that Riv said they are better than.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Carlisle, Pacers. Monty Williams, Pistons. Nuggets, Mike Malone. Grizzlies, Taylor Jenkins. Kings, Mike Brown. Suns, Frank Vogel. Clippers, Tyronn Lue. Warriors, Steve Kerr. Darvin Ham, Lakers. Chris Finch, Timberwolves.
No, I put that in the maybe. I put that in the
You
maybe.
put them maybe?
Yeah.
You said Mark Dano's better, right?
Yes.
Or was it-
I
okay.
took him.
He took Jason Kidd as well.
No,
Mike-
No, I'll put that in the maybe. I'll put
Okay.
that in the maybe.
Will Hardy.
Yeah, I
Ime
took Will.
Udoka.
17.
Willie 17. Willie Green.
I can't be mad because like
Willie Green.
Oh, Greg Popovich. You got to put Greg Popovich.
I can't be mad because like 10 of those or more have like championships
Yeah.
or been to multiple
Willie
finals. Like
Green
I
is
can't be
interesting.
mad.
That is
He's
interesting.
He's a good. I
Yeah,
like.
he's an
I like-
interesting
He's a
one.
good coach.
It sucks because he never has his team to fully implement what
I
he
don't
wants to
disagree,
do.
but they did make the play in 2 years in a row.
I don't think Steve Clifford's a bad coach either. He's done
You
he's
lost
done
to it.
good with underwhelming rosters.
I don't think
He has.
What does Joe Mazzulla have to do to not be a bottom 10 coach in your eyes? Because the roster's so good that they could have the best record. They
Right.
were the second best record in the NBA.
No, you're
Top
right.
2 offense, top 2 defense.
Did you
Game
say
away
Mike
from the
Malone?
finals, and we're like
Yes.
bottom 10.
You're right.
So
No, you're right.
what does he have to do?
it's
Win a
hard-
chip?
It's hard for a coach in that predicament to show that he can actually coach. But I think with him, like you mentioned, you made a good point. Like a lot of the guys we named are established.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he's probably not getting past 10 or 12 of those guys unless he has like either a ring or a couple years of experience. But I just like for Will Hardy's an example. I like his schematics better. I like the way he just schemes up his players. I like the way he puts his players in position. I like the way he does things in Utah. So Joe Mazzulla is he's so regular.
If Will Hardy didn't leave for the Jazz, I have a hard time believing the Celtics would have
would've been-
rather
he would've been your
Joe
guy.
Mazzulla than Will
Because
Hardy.
he was our top assistant, you know?
He was ahead of Joe, so why would
Yeah.
he not be better? Just off that alone. Nice. You got a bottom 10 coach, but a top 3 roster in the world. It's okay. You can live with that.
It's not as crazy as I first made you out to be, so I just want to apologize.
No,
for
once
that.
you throw out a
Yeah,
number,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
wild number.
Chris
But then when you
fucking
really,
Finch.
hey, listen, I take that back.
It
now.
wasn't bottom 8, but it was closer than I was expecting.
Chris Finch would unlock y'all offense, bro. Chris
They
Finch is
were-
an offensive coach.
Were we not the number 1 offense in the league last year? We were number 2 defense. I think we were number 1
No,
offense.
the Kings were the number 1 offense.
Nuggets.
No, I think the Kings were the number 1 offense last year.
Was it the Nuggets or the Kings?
What are we basing it
The
off?
Kings were number 1 offensive rating.
Offensive rating. Okay.
I was
so
doing the
Yeah.
offensive rating.
Okay.
I
I'm
was thinking.
sorry. Yeah. I'm saying, what are we basing it off? I think
That's all that really matters. Offensive rating.
Celtics were
defensive
top 5.
rating. Yeah.
Celtics
They
was
sh- they
definitely
definitely
finished
should be
up. They
top
were
five.
like a scorching hot in the beginning of the year.
We were. We started off like 20 and 2.
Yeah, you
But
were
their
breaking
shot
records.
diet and volume is very one-dimensional, though.
Yeah, that's why they weren't gonna. It was never gonna last like that high. They were on like a record pace.
Clutch player of the year. Who y'all got?
Jalen Brunson.
Steph Curry.
Jalen Brunson was 4th in clutch points last season.
number 2 offensive rating behind the Kings.
That's pretty great.
Who's 3?
Sixers.
Who's
Oh,
4?
where the fuck were the Nuggets?
The Knicks.
Who's 5?
The Nuggets.
Okay.
Who's 6?
Dallas.
God, who was 8?
8. Dallas, Hawks, Cavs, Utah. Warriors were 10.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Jesus Christ.
All right, so my clutch player of the year is going to be Jalen Brunson. He was 4th.
Blame Clay.
Yo, Riv, you can shut up
I'm
while I
so
talk,
sorry,
bro. You're actually
that just aggravated me. My bad.
Jesus H. Jalen Brunson, 4th in clutch points. Shot 51% in the clutch as well.
Bro's milking Jalen Brunson.
He was amazing last year. So that's my clutch player of the year.
I'm gonna go with Dame. You know, the whole freak time. All the eyes are gonna
Freak
be on
time
him.
is
He's got the cool
Freak
fourth
time is
quarter
hard.
celebration.
I
So I think he's gonna have all of the
Let's
hype,
try
all
to
the
find
social
out.
media buzz to get it.
My clutch player of the year is going to be Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, in order for the Mavericks
And you had
to win
issue with me
games,
saying Jalen Brunson.
he
huh?
has to be one of the clutchest players in the league, and he has to lead the Mavericks to victory. And I think this year is going to be the year.
He's not clutching
It's
Kyrie.
either Luka Doncic or it's Kyrie Irving winning clutch player of the year, in my opinion.
Oh, it's gonna be a map, bro. Lock
It's
it
gonna
in.
be a Maverick.
It's going to be a Maverick.
Mine's a Steph Curry, man.
You need to get a Warrior in here somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
I had to fit
I
him in
fuck
because
with
I
that.
couldn't fit him with the other spots. The Warriors gonna be a lot of close games. Steph is
Really?
he already gave you the vibes of what he's gonna do this year. So
He was on some shit. Yeah.
he took it personal
That was tough.
That shot was insane.
on De'Aaron Fox
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
from deep. That was crazy.
It was tough.
You got a little bro, your little bro. You know,
I respect that.
LeBron knows. LeBron knows.
My God, Lord knows.
Yeah,
Lord
a
knows.
little bro, your little bro. You know, 50 game 7, and then coming to preseason 30 game winner. So you gotta let him know, remind them like, don't ever forget. Like I'm still
Nah,
big
but
bro.
you know, I'll never, ever, ever forget, man. When they took victory laps going on 2-0, man, they really put
They
full
really
on
did,
montages
man.
of you, man. They put full on
You got a
montages
great, no,
for
listen,
you.
that tweet banged. That tweet banged for sure. That's why I needed the Warriors needed to win
Yeah,
that. 'Cause
yeah.
the tweet
Nah,
banged
that's
for
actually
sure.
why I actually
You had that
was
bookmarked?
thrilled.
Yeah, I did say that. I saved
That
it.
shit killed me, man.
Up 2-0, you know.
The series win was when they were up 2-0.
Yep. They were screaming, yelling, hollering.
And then
yeah, Red.
Draymond got suspended, and they still lost.
Every Kings account at me, dummy, idiot. I was like, all right. Went home, won the 2 games. They could have won game 4 if Harrison Barnes was clutch.
What were the vibes in your room? Because I know how you like to watch the Warriors. Once
Yeah,
you went down 2-0,
I like to
what
watch-
were the vibes in the
Yeah,
in
so the
Riv's
way I like
room?
to watch Warriors games is I
Man,
turn
they gotta
everything
lose
off.
this shit.
I go on D&D. I watch the game in my room. I was heartbroken. Game 2, I was like, fuck. Like, you know, we just lost. I was talking mad shit. I was like, yeah, Wiggins can lock up Fox. Steph's going to kill. Clay's going to kill. Like, it looked really bad. So going home, I'm like, all right, we're great at home. We can win 2 at home. What the fuck is going to happen when we go back to Sacramento? And then when we won game 5, I'm thinking like game 6
Yeah,
is over.
losing game 6 was
Game 6 got our
nuts.
ass whipped. I was like, fuck. I was sweating again. Like game 6 was probably, I felt the same way about game 6 as I felt game 1 in the finals when we played Boston. I
We
was
just
just
got-
equally as
yeah.
heartbroken. I was sitting there crying, punching walls. It was really upsetting.
Yeah, that once the Celtics went down 3-2 to the Sixers, bro. Oh my God, I
mean,
was
you
in
heard-
I was in hell.
How about down 3-0? I would have been.
Yeah,
I was
that
just
too.
vomiting.
That was me when we were down 3-0. I was like, yeah, we're fucking done.
3-0. That was definitely.
Now you
tough
were in
too.
playback losing your mind.
You heard Draymond, though. Draymond said, you know, the Kings gained our respect. And that's
100%. They gave my
Gained
respect.
our
I have them as a
respect.
playoff team. Let me say that. Playoff
I have
team.
them as my number 2 team in the
A
Western
lot
Conference.
of people, like I've been seeing a lot of Western Conference standings. A lot of people have the Kings as like 7, 8, 9.
Because they didn't make a move. People are very
I get
over
it.
A lot of people have the Kings missing the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
I've seen a
think,
couple.
Zach
I've seen a
Lowe
couple 11 seeds for
has
the
missing
Kings
Is
playoffs.
too.
it crazy to think they can, though?
No, I
There's
There's a
think
lot
the
of
West
good
is
teams in the
stacked.
West.
Continuity's there. Mike Brown showed just won Coach of the Year. Like I have a hard time having them as an 11 seed. That means you think the Wolves are going to be
I
better.
think they can, I
OKC
can
is
see
gonna
them
be
being
better.
a 17 losing in the play-in, though.
I'm going to be
That's
honest.
valid.
Like, outside of the Lakers, Suns, and Nuggets, I think the West is up for grabs.
Yeah, any team could beat any team in,
Agreed.
in all that tier.
I just think the Kings are the definition of a regular season team, though. That's
I don't
really what it
disagree
comes
with
down
that,
to.
Yeah.
They're just matchup dependent in the playoffs. It just depends who they face.
Oh, no, when it comes to the playoffs, you fade. You fade.
Yeah, I mean, if they play, if they play like a team like the Pelicans, who would you take?
The Kings.
Kings, right? Yeah,
Probably the
take
Kings, unless Zion's there, ready to rock.
You like deviled eggs?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, it just came off my timeline.
Yeah, it's not
They
bad.
kind of
don't
smack.
I don't like
That's
devil eggs personally. No?
Do you?
No.
They actually don't get made at all at any part of my like family life.
I have them. I feel like maybe once a year,
Yeah, they don't get made.
very very randomly.
You like cornbread?
Cornbread is really good.
I'll
It's all
slut
right.
myself out for some
Yeah, I
cornbread.
do. Like I'd
I'm
streak.
not- I'm not-
all
I'm not a
through
whore
Hackensack.
for it.
Have you guys
Definitely.
ever
Yo,
had
my
pumpkin
mom
bread?
makes
You
cornbread.
need to try my grandma's cornbread.
I
She
would
puts
love
the
that.
South in it. Like,
Yo, let me ask you,
Where's she
grandma
from?
put cinnamon in it?
my dad's side is from the South. Like, so they're from South Carolina.
She put cinnamon in it?
Oh, that sounds
Sometimes.
crazy.
My mom put cinnamon in her
dumb.
cornbread. Oh my
Should be having
God.
a nut, right?
I'm not going to say it doesn't. That shit is fire.
Cornbread's OD, bro.
So good.
I can eat a whole pan of cornbread just dolo. Like it's mad. Just give me some like milk or some water. I'm good.
Second podcast of the week, which means that we're heading into week 7 of the NFL on Sunday. And we're going to do some Mojo fantasy props. 3 games stuck out to us this week for Mojo fantasy to put some props on. The Lions at Ravens, the Chargers at Chiefs, and the Dolphins at the Eagles. So starting out with the Lions at Baltimore, Lions at Ravens, Mojo fantasy props. Who do you guys got? I'll start with you, Drew.
All right, so the first one I have is going to be Gus Edwards under 45.5 rushing yards. He hasn't been that great this season. On top of it, the Detroit Lions are the number 2 rush defense in the National Football League. They've been incredible in stopping the run. We know that Baltimore is great at running the football, but it does not matter who faces the Detroit Lions. They are going to get shut down. And the last prop I have is going to be Sam Laporta's under as well. Right now, he is 100% healthy. His over-under right now is 41.5. I'm taking his under because, listen, Roquan Smith, when it comes to coverage, and Patrick Queen's been pretty great himself, too, this season. When it comes to coverage, there's very few better than Roquan. Fred Warner would be that only dude. Of course, he's one of one at this point in time. But Sam Laporta, last week, he was injured. He did give it a go, was not that great. This week, in a bad matchup, where he is healthy, I don't love the matchup for him, so I'm going his under there.
I'm going with 2 Ravens in this game. The first one is Lamar Jackson, over 285.5 passing plus rushing yards. I think he's going to have an MVP-like day. Currently, this is plus 113 odds, so I like this line a lot. And number 2, Mark Andrews, over 54.5 receiving yards. The Lions, their linebackers have been great against the run, not so great against coverage, not so great in coverage. That's why I got Mark Andrews hitting on his over, hitting on his line. I think he's going to have a big-time day.
Well, unfortunately, my brother in Christ, we are at war this week because what you just mentioned, I'm kind of going with the opposite because I think the Detroit Lions are going to win. I'm going under Lamar Jackson, 285.5 passing plus rushing yards. I think Detroit is going to have a great defensive game. It starts with shutting down Lamar. I'm also going to pick Lamar Jackson under 55.5 rushing yards. I think they completely neutralize him, get the W. Detroit Lions defense shows why they're on top of the world.
Sam Amico, by the way, who works for HoopsWire, is saying Levine could be moved if the Bulls get off to a slow start or around 500 in February.
We're here.
Geek me up.
Start the rebuild.
Why didn't that say
4
Caruso?
first-round picks. I'm here.
Well, I feel if Levine's getting moved,
Caruso's on the
Yo, if Levine gets moved, Caruso gets moved in 2 days. No chance. And then tomorrow they might either they find a deal or they let him walk. This is go ahead. I'm sorry. I'd be forgetting that some guy here is an idiot. He doesn't work with us, so he can't.
An idiot seems rude.
All right, Chargers, Chiefs. You can kick it off, Drew.
Now, this game's tough for me because I don't love too many lines. The only one that I feel relatively confident in, just for the sole fact of he's been insanely dominant, would be Keenan Allen over 77.5 receiving yards. He's hit that in every game, but opening day against the Dolphins, and he was a yard short of that at 76. And then against the Raiders, where we did see Herbert get injured, they took a little bit more of a passive route. But other than that, 85, 215, 111 yards. He's going to be the go-to guy if the Chargers want a chance to win this game. This is the only line that I feel great with. Because Mahomes, his over-under, he's been kind of inconsistent in reaching that, although he's had some great games for sure. Then you have the game against the Jets. You have the game against the Lions. His over-under of touchdowns is 2.5. He's only hit that once. I don't know. There's just a lot of inconsistencies here for me. The only one that I can trust is the most reliable guy, and that's going to be Keenan Allen for me.
The Chargers and Chiefs always have thrilling matchups. They always have thrilling games. I got 3 lines I really like. The first one is Patrick Mahomes over 202. The first one is Patrick Mahomes over 2.5 passing touchdowns. I know this year he's only hit that over once, but in his last 4 matchups against the Chargers, he's hit on that 3 times. He has his way against this defense, and this is currently plus 156 odds, so I like that a lot. Second one is Justin Herbert over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He's hit this in his last 5 matchups versus the Chiefs. The only matchup in Herbert's career where he hasn't had at least 2 passing touchdowns versus the Chiefs was his first ever career game, his first ever career start, where he just got put in the game after Tyrod Taylor was hurt. The third one I got is Keenan Allen over 77.5 receiving yards. He's been off to a hot start, and Keenan Allen in his last 4 of his last 5 matchups versus this Chiefs defense, he's hit on that over. So those are the 3 I'm going with.
All right, here we go. So the Chargers defense has been good this year. And I think Isaiah Pacheco, he's hit this mark, 62.5 rushing yards. 2 out of the 3 games he's played, he had 115 2 weeks ago, 62 last week, 55 in between. So I'm going over on his rushing yards. I think, like you mentioned, I think the Chiefs are going to have a big offensive game. This Chargers defense is not good. It has a lot of holes in it, and I think this Chiefs offense is going to be firing. The next one, I'm going to also take Travis Kelce over 73.5 receiving yards. Going into what you said, I think Mahomes has a big day, and it starts with his big guy, his number 1 guy, Travis Kelce.
On to the last game we're going to talk about in terms of player props. Dolphins at Eagles, Sunday Night Football, Mojo Fantasy Player Props. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts over 230.5 passing yards. That's a very easy line. Hurts has hit this in his last 4 games. Mojo Fantasy, why you got Hurts at this low of a line? It's crazy. Raheem Mostert, I got him going under on his rushing yards at 50.5 rushing yards. The Eagles have the second best rushing defense in the league. I think they will force the Dolphins to be very pass-heavy in this game and take away the run. And then the last line I got, A.J. Brown over 78.5 receiving yards. He's hit this in 5 of 6 games this season, hit this in 4 straight. A.J. Brown is on a tear. I think he continues that on Sunday night.
Him? Xavier Howard?
And seeming as if all the guys that were on the Eagles injury report, it's all that they're all going to play. Jalen Carter's going to play. Big Play Slay's going to play. Lane's going to play. That's huge news for Eagles fans. The one line, this is my line of the week, is going to be Jalen Hurts over 306.5 passing and rushing. I apologize, Riv. You know a good line when you see one, and I respect that you understood that. He's hit that in the last 4 weeks. This is a gimme line if you ask me. And if you look at the lines right now in terms of cents, I know you guys get confused when I say this. Right now, that line of 230 passing yards is at over 60 cents, a.k.a. Mojo's calling this a lock. This one's a little bit more reasonable. It's around 54 cents. You get a little bit more bang for your buck. And the Dolphins' defense has not been good by any means. Jalen Hurts should have a field day.
Well, I also have the same thing. I have Jalen Hurts over 306.5 passing plus rushing. Like you mentioned, the Dolphins' defense isn't good. I think Hurts this year has tore up defenses. You know, he's been having troubles with the turnovers, but bad defenses, he tends to put up these big numbers. And over the last couple weeks, him and A.J. Brown have found a beautiful connection. He's starting to run the ball a little bit more. My next one is DeAndre Swift over 23.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
He got a lot of it going in the receiving game last week. I think they're going to continue with that. Jalen Hurts is going to have a big day. It's going to lead with Swift having a big day also.
And that's our Mojo Fantasy Props for Sunday. Lions at Ravens, Chargers at Chiefs, Dolphins at Eagles. And Mojo Fantasy right now has a free first touchdown challenge contest. It includes all Sunday games and Monday Night Football. This is how it works. You start off with 200 Mojo bucks. You put up to 50 Mojo bucks on any first touchdown prop. And if you get to 2,000 Mojo bucks, you win $10,000. What that basically means, just to dumb it down for you guys, is you place 4 bets on 4 different first touchdown scores across 4 different games. If you get every single one of those right, you have a chance to win $10,000. The first 10 people to get that right, you win $10,000. Listen, it's a flyer. There's no risk. It's a free contest. Make sure you guys enter it. Use code PAS if you are a new user to put your deposit in, and you'll get a deposit match up to $100. Moonshot Mojo, do you guys got any first touchdown scores that you could think of?
You know what? I would not be surprised by any means if in that Eagles-Dolphins game, Dolphins go run play action, take the top off, play one, not to Tyreek Hill, but to Jalen Waddle. This is a huge Waddle game for me. Because that's his guy. They've been trying to get Waddle incorporated into the offense these last 2 weeks. He has a touchdown in both contests. But again, if you watch the film back, it's a lot of Tua really trying to go out of his way to get Jalen Waddle the ball and kind of get him going as he's had a little bit of a slow start. I think this is the perfect matchup for Waddle.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles just break out a 15-play, 88-yard drive and just
Not
start the
surprised,
first quarter,
no.
get
I
a
wouldn't be
score.
surprised either.
Just waste the whole first quarter getting 7 points. That seems like it's in their favor for Miami to beat Miami. Most of the time, you have to keep them off the field. That offense is high-powered, and with a secondary this bad this weekend, a team that's not good back there, it's probably one of the game plans you want to do.
I'm going to go with 2 first touchdown scores. I'm going to go with the Packers and Broncos game. I got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is coming back. I think he makes a statement. I think it's the first touchdown.
AJ Dillon, my vulture. Just saying.
Maybe.
He's a vulture.
He is. But Aaron Jones is finally back, and I'm excited to see him. And Chargers at Chiefs. The easy guy is Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. But you know what? I'm going to go Rasheed Rice. I'm going to go Mr. Rasheed Rice, that rookie receiver. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing right now.
Slept on me.
And the more he keeps getting better, the better the Chiefs going to be.
What happened to Tyler Scott?
Wow.
You had to tear me down?
That's nuts, man.
Because you tried to play me the one day. You said, who's Tyler Scott?
Keyshawn Butte. Remember you said that?
He sucks.
He does suck.
Just needs a chance.
Rasheed clears.
I'm going to stay out of this conversation.
Please, because I'm
Well,
cooking.
Rasheed was always, if you would have said who's a better prospect, I would have said Rasheed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was a second-round pick. Butte was the
Justin
6th
Ross, I
round
think,
pick.
has more yards than Keyshawn Butte.
He might.
That's
I don't know if Butte has a single catch this year.
And that's why it's funny because I think Justin Ross has 2.
Yeah.
And I
He
saw
has
one
two.
of them. It was
Yeah.
a big play.
Oh, it was.
I don't think he got it right there.
It looks like Butte has nothing, to be honest.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is his college stats.
He's been terrible.
You don't even get in to be terrible.
0 for 0. Yeah, not great. Not great at all.
On to the last segment of the show. We're going to do an NBA All-Star predictions draft. What it is basically we have 12 slots in the East and West. It's the same format of the regular All-Star game. We are each going to get 6 picks. We're each going to go snake order on this. And we're just going to predict all-stars, So some of them are going to be easy names like Jokic and Embiid and KD, Tatum, LeBron, etc. And then some of them are going to be maybe first-time all-stars that we're going to pick. We have no idea. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So NBA All-Star predictions draft. How are we going to give off the number 1 pick for this?
How are we, so there's no East and West here. We're just doing.
It is East and West.
It is East and
We're separating about East and West.
Okay, Brandon Miller, what?
They have another convict.
Oh, my God. I did see that, unfortunately.
And I'm going to be writing down your guys' picks as we go, so we remember where everybody's slotted.
Okay, we're each drafting for the East and West.
Yes, this is going to be one team. It's not all separated teams. This is one entire team.
All right, I'll take the first pick.
I would say the first fucking 10 picks should be pretty
So
easy.
you're going East point guard. You start East point guard.
No, we're going by best player available.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, best player available.
You start in the East.
Yeah,
start in the East.
No, you could start in the East or West. You could whatever player you want to pick first. You could pick.
All right, interesting. All right, so I'm gonna pick for the Western Conference.
Hold up, bro. We got to do the TikTok intro. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we did that already, but go ahead.
NBA All-Star predictions draft. Drew has the first pick.
Now, we've been going on how many years running that this guy has been the captain of his respective conference. 100%, we're going with LeBron James. That is the first player off the board. He's going to be a captain so long as he's in the NBA. That's got to be the first pick.
We're picking off talent. We're better than the fans.
I'll get the Eastern Conference captain out the way. It's been Giannis. It's time to get some new blood in there. Jason Tatum, Eastern Conference captain.
I'm up here with fucking casuals. Well, I'm going to get...
Wait, hold up. I got the pick. It goes this way. What are you
I
doing,
was
Riv?
last. You know what? I called all of you. And I just want to say...
Not great.
You put
Not
yourself
great.
in a terrible position.
Can't say it's great.
I can't say this.
No.
You're done. You're done.
What'd I do?
I'm glad I'm not a part of that.
You're not.
I appreciate it.
You're done.
Thank God.
You two are done. We'll get on that later. Yeah. Niggas is crazy. Shit crazy. Yeah, I'm last. I get it. I know.
But you're first the second go around.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
With the third overall pick, I'm going to go with the best player in the NBA. I'm going with Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
You're the smartest guy on the table so far.
I'm going off logic. LeBron James will be the captain. That's what's going to be.
Well, I guess I have an easy pick, so I'm going back to back. I'm going Giannis in the East, Steph in the West.
Love that. Amazing. Well done. Perfectly executed.
Great. I'm great at what I do.
I'm writing this down, so.
No,
Yeah, listen, take your time, bro.
Okay, I got the pick.
Are we going to make a bench team, too?
Bro, we're
going to do
24
the reserves.
players.
Yes.
Hey.
With the next pick, after Riv picked Giannis and Steph, I'm going with
Best
Luka
players, huh?
Doncic as a guard in the West.
Okay.
I will go back to the East and do Joel Embiid.
Okay, that's another great
You
selection.
could have picked a better guy. Sick of Mickey Mouses, you know.
Yeah, this one's going to be Kevin Durant.
Talk about the top 10 players in the league.
This one-
Everyone's Mickey Mouse.
It's
true.
You know, he's splitting his
One's
hairs.
going to be Kevin Durant. The other is going to be Mr. Damian Lillard in the Eastern Conference.
Starting point guard.
Starting point guard.
So far we have the starters for the West. It's Steph, Luka, LeBron, KD, Jokic.
Yep, beautiful.
And we're missing one player to fulfill the starters in the East. We have Dame, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. But Dehls can go reserves or he can go starter. It's up to him.
Riv is always complaining about these
So
Mickey
Kevin
Mouses.
Durant doesn't
these-
become a start in the West?
No,
He
KD
is,
is
he
a star
is.
on the West.
KD.
Me.
Oh, okay, good.
Riv,
Okay,
Riv
good.
since everything's so Mickey Mouse for you, I'm going to go with someone who should have been an all-star, but
What
wasn't.
pick?
Jalen Brunson. Come on, man.
Okay, I like that.
Oh,
Let's add some spice to it, man.
I like that.
So
You know,
what's
I-
the starters in the East, man?
The starters, it's Jalen Brunson because
Yeah.
he fulfills the
Yes,
other
sir.
guard spot in the East.
Let's add some fucking spice.
He
The
tweaked it.
starters in the East is Dame, Brunson, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. Okay, now
Damn,
let's-
over Donovan's tough. Nah, that's
Yes.
a good pick. That's a cool pick.
after
That's a vibe
Dehls gave a vibes pick right there. You know,
wonder
am I
who's
gonna
gonna
go
win.
with a vibes pick here? Do I
We
go
already
with the
know who
same
your, we already know who
selection?
I already know who your vibes pick is.
We gonna go with one of the best players in the NBA. He's top 10, but he's the best shooting guard in the NBA. We're going with Devin Booker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say that.
I was ready to hear. Yeah.
I'm picking.
There would have been nothing wrong with that.
I'm picking the greatest aura in the NBA basketball right now. SGA.
His
Bring
aura
him-
is different.
Bring him to the West. This boy aura is oozing on Instagram.
It's pretty
Now
tough.
this one gets tough because I can go vibes here. I'm not picking Jaylen Brown. I'm not picking Siakam. Mikal's garbage. Let me see. You know what?
Kale's garbage. That's nuts.
I'm playing.
Oh my God.
You know what? I think he plays 65 this year. Give me Kawhi, man. Lock it in, man.
God,
Gi- gi-
man.
Give me Kawhi, man.
Is there a limit for – because this is all-star
Oh,
game,
no, there
so
isn't a limit.
There's no right there.
Give me 35 games of elite play from Kawhi. He gets in. Why are you hating over there, man?
Because I was ready to hear someone who else needs to play 65.
Oh, your boy.
My boy.
I'll say
Yeah.
him for you.
Yeah.
I'm never picking him.
You're a loser. You like losing.
I wrote
one
down a pool of all-star caliber players from each team just to make this easier for me to pick. So I'm looking at the East. The East forward and center spot is really weak. You have Kristaps Porzingis, Adebayo, Claxton, Lopez. Adebayo is definitely an all-star. Look at the
Porzingis?
forwards. You got Siakam, Paolo, Randall, Mikal, Middleton, Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan. You know what?
I heard a Hall of Famer.
I gotta, with my pick, I gotta go with the
Michael
player
Jordan?
that just led his team to the finals. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler.
Interesting.
like that.
Very good selection.
Should have picked Michael Jordan.
I'm shocked that he was the one that chose Jimmy Butler.
I thought he was going to leave him off the list entirely.
Not going to say you're wrong.
I'm going to go with someone who I would love Jalen Brunson to start, but I do think this player will have a better season. It's going to be Trae Young.
Very good pick. Very good pick. All right, so I am going to take Bam Adebayo. He needs to
thought
be
you were gonna leave for
selected.
me.
I apologize, but I'm going to go same vibe. Anthony Davis on the Western Conference side.
Nice.
And, we're manifesting good health for Anthony Davis. Let's manifest good health for Zion Williamson. Let's
love
get him
to-
in the All-Star game.
Joel, you're going above and beyond right now.
We're here.
So I'm looking at the West right now. You picked SGA. I picked Luka. Steph has been taken. John Moran, I don't think is going to qualify to be an All-Star this year, so he will be left out the All-Star game. I picked Devin Booker. So next guy I'm going with to be an All-Star, I'm going with Anthony Edwards in
Great
the West.
selection.
How many guards we got in the East? On the bench?
Jaylen Brown, Darius Garland, Donovan
Pick
Mitchell.
Garland.
No, these haven't been
No, I'm
selected.
saying on the team.
On the team, so far on the bench is Trae Young, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo.
Man, give me double East, man. I'm going Garland and Mitchell, man.
Tough.
Bring them on the team, man. We here.
Garland over Reese.
Fuck yeah.
Lost me.
Garland's an all-star already.
I know. Well, he deserved it.
Reese, mid.
Bugging.
After Riv selected double Cavaliers and Garland and Donovan Mitchell,
Shout out to my cat.
I'm going to go with Tyrese Halliburton from
Got
the
to.
Pacers.
I like
Got
that.
to.
I like that.
Zach LaVine.
How many more guards are we allowed for the East?
I
think
said we
that's
should
it.
cut the guards for these now.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Jaylen Brown has not been selected yet.
That's what this is what I'm here for, man. Jaylen Brown. Someone's got to do it, and all of you guys, except my brother here,
Yeah.
disrespect him.
Picking him over
JB.
DeMar.
So just to let you guys know, the pool of guards we
Over
have,
Yes.
The pool of guards we have in the East are Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, who have been all-stars before, LaMelo Ball as well. Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey were sneaky ones because they can have an all-star level season.
I'm going to let y'all know this right now.
But basically, the Eastern Conference team is complete. It's Dame, Brunson, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid, Trae Young, Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, one big off the bench.
I was going to say that can't be.
No, it can be.
So how about we kick out a guard and we go with Paolo Banchero?
Fuck no.
If we're kicking out a guard, is it Garland or is it Hallie?
It's got to be Garland with all due respect, brother.
How?
And, bro, Tyrese Halliburton is probably the best passing guard in the league.
Oh, my God. Yuck.
On top of it, the Pacers will probably be a playoff team because of him.
Oh, my God. Yuck.
22, one of the more efficient guards in the league.
You're not even saying nothing. Like, you're just not saying nothing to me right now.
So
let's
they're
finish.
the same level. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Let's finish drafting.
Let's kick out Jaylen Brown. He can't dribble.
Screw
It's
yourself.
an all-star game.
Screw yourself.
An NBA player.
This is an all-star game. Come on, let's kick out the guy who
I can't do that.
Watching him and Tatum going back and forth last year wasn't electric.
Joel.
No!
Joel, you get executive decision, bro.
Let's
picked
finish the
Hallie.
draft. We have one final pick, and that pick belongs to Drew. It's the final guard spot in the West.
I feel like I didn't get enough picks.
Final guard in the
You got the first
West.
pick in the fantasy draft, okay? You know.
Let me just,
it
before
evens
you
out.
go, Drew, let me just tell you who's left. So
De'Aaron Fox.
So
I
you
mean,
know.
how
Fox is there.
do I take anyone not named Fox? But go
Kyrie.
ahead.
you
He
could
doesn't have
choose a
selected.
guard, forward, or center. This could be a wild card pick
Did
for your
Kyrie get
last
selected
pick.
or no?
Kyrie has not got
All right,
selected.
there it is. Very easy.
But we have Jamal
River
Murray,
Fox?
Jamal Murray,
It's
No.
Fox or Kyrie?
De'Aaron Fox,
it's Kyrie
Bradley
or
Beal.
Murray, in my opinion.
No Fox. What are you talking
Jaron
about?
Jackson Jr.
Nah, bro,
doesn't
did
make
you
it.
just see what?
We're talking about the regular season. We're talking about 30 games in. Fox, come on, bro. What are we doing here?
Okay,
You're
the
losing
answer is
me.
Kyrie. So regardless
I
of
don't
what
know
you
why
want to
you're
say,
why are you so adamant on this?
Because
like
he
their
said-
numbers are probably gonna be similar.
Fox and Jamal in the regular
No, I'm
season?
talking about. Oh, sorry, that meant Kyrie.
Yeah, he said Kyrie or Jamal, and I said
It is
Fox.
Ky-
He said no.
nah, Jamal moved me crazy.
In the playoffs, he's gonna.
He was
We're talking about the regular
insane.
season.
I understand that. That's why I'm going Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
The answer's Kyrie.
Fox.
50, 39, and 90 joining the Mavs. Like, come on, bro. There's very few that have that efficiency.
So for
50,
your final
39.
pick, you have Kyrie.
Final pick is
Clutch
Kyrie.
player.
So these are our all-star predictions in the East and West. In the East, the starters are Dame, Brunson, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. The reserves are Trae Young, Garland, Mitchell, Halliburton, Jimmy Butler, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo. For the West, the starters are Steph, Luka, LeBron, KD, Jokic. The reserves are Booker, SGA, Edwards, Kyrie, Kawhi, Zion, and Anthony Davis.
Listen, we already know that the comments are going to destroy us for not having another big off the bench. Let's do the right thing. Let's get rid of one of the guards and add Paolo or Kristaps.
Kristaps.
Or maybe, who
Why
knows?
is that
No
so
Siakam.
Or Siakam.
Siakam isn't really a big. We could just at that point keep the roster.
But he's a forward.
It's the All-Star game.
Let's be honest.
Let's have fun.
I want to have fun, but the comments,
just feel like when you
the
keep
comments
wanting to-
don't pass vibe check sometimes.
I just feel like you want to kick this one guy, and I'm not
And
really
we could,
feeling
listen,
it.
bro, we can have a vote right now. I'm here for it. Either Tyrese.
How about
or
we kick
Garland.
both and just pick two new people? Let's put Siakam and
Tyrese
Banchero.
cannot be taken
See,
out.
that's just insane to me.
He can.
I'll be honest. Wait, if you're kicking off one, Garland or Tyrese, who is it?
I'm kicking off Garland.
I'm kicking off Garland.
I'm kicking off
just
Garland.
There
No,
we are.
no, I'm not
3 to
doing
1.
We
that. No.
override
Majority
you.
rules.
That
3
doesn't
to
even
1.
make sense.
How?
Why are we kicking off Garland, bro?
Because it has to be someone.
So why
It's
we just
okay,
kick 'em
between
both?
Because that's not how. It
so
works.
question.
It's not kicking. No,
Between
kicking doesn't
Paolo
work.
and Garland, who do you think will have a better season next year?
Banchero could have a better season than both of them. So that's unfair.
Here's another truth. Victor Wembanyama can easily make the All-Star game this
That's
year.
the West.
I understand that, but I just had for conversation purposes.
Okay,
us
so
excluding
kick
him.
out Kyrie.
But he's a guard. We need to kick out a forward.
We need a big on the East West.
Our forwards are pretty good though.
If you kick out Kyrie, I'll kick out Garland.
Again, it needs to be a forward.
Well, we need one on both. So I'm not moving Garland.
I
unless
will
we get
say
a-
this.
we come to an agreement
For
here.
the two forward spots we got, Jimmy Butler's a forward, Jaylen Brown is a guard, but we slotted him at forward because that's who Dehls selected.
True.
We could put Jaylen Brown over Garland, and then that forward spot is now voided, and we can give that spot to somebody
Why
else.
the fuck do we keep wanting to kick Garland?
Bro, Garland
bro?
has to go with all
No,
due
he doesn't.
respect.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He's
No,
an amazing basketball
it's
player.
one thing.
He's
if-
really great.
If you were talking about, if you were saying this and Hallie cleared Garland, I would have respected, but he doesn't.
he
They're on
doesn't
the same
clear.
tier.
He's just slightly
The
better.
season he's going to have is going to be better than
No,
his,
no,
though.
no. Garland could have the same tier.
Tyrese going to be the best player on the Pacers.
That's not hard. He doesn't have a Donovan Mitchell.
True or false? Best passing guard in the NBA is Tyrese Halliburton.
Passing guard.
If you want to say, Luka, I can understand.
They're
also,
both up there.
But let's exclude him from this conversation.
They are both,
They're both
up there. But I think objectively, Tyrese will have a better season than Garland.
Well, yeah, but I think both of them can make the All-Star.
And Tyrese's efficiency is stupid.
Garland has pretty good efficiency.
No, he does.
Yeah.
I'm just listen.
I'm not kicking him. I don't care what you guys
I know
say.
you're really.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. We can kick both and add 2 forwards. We can do that.
You can't do that.
Why can't we? Why do we act like Holly's a lock?
He's not a. I mean, Pacers. If they're a strong playoff team,
He's not a lock, but last year he was pretty much a lock before he got hurt.
Didn't Garland make it last year?
I don't know if that's true.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? Might have been 2 years ago. I don't remember. He made it one of the years.
Either.
So in the West, Paul George didn't make it.
That's fine.
Bradley Beal didn't make it. De'Aaron Fox didn't make it. Brendan Ingram didn't make it. Draymond didn't make it.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Cat, Laurie, Jaren Jackson didn't make it. Sabonis didn't make it, and Gobert didn't make it. Those are just the pool of players that I think are all-star caliber.
You cut Kyrie. I'll cut Garland.
But we need guards to fill those roles.
What's the bench guards on the West?
We're good with the West.
Let me see. Name me the West, Joel.
The Western Conference, the forwards are Kawhi, Zion, and Anthony Davis.
And what's the guards?
The guards are Booker, SGA, Anthony Edwards, and Kyrie.
We're good.
We have no center. AD's a
Anthony
center.
Davis.
AD's the center.
So we 2 forwards and 4 guards.
You want to have fun, don't you?
You know what?
You're a bad guy, aren't you?
If I'm a bad guy, Garland's not going.
Here's
You
the
fucked
thing.
up. You should have never said that.
Riv, here I am, meeting you in the middle. I'm with you. Let's pull Kyrie. Let's pull Garland. Now we get Wemby on the other side, and we can go and we can put in Banchero, Siakam, or Kristaps. You're cool with that?
Not Kristaps.
You're such a hater.
Banchero.
Okay.
Vibe.
If we okay, so which is sad.
You disgust me.
We're cutting Kyrie.
Yes.
We have to cut Garland because for some reason
if we're
there's a whole bunch of glazing at this table.
For who?
So fine, we
For
can
Reese?
keep Hallie on the team.
Yes.
We can cut Garland.
Cool.
We'll cut Kyrie, even though you just told me the efficiency is stupid.
It is stupid.
We'll add Wemby.
Nice.
I don't really even want to add Wemby.
Who would we
Hey,
add?
so why are we adding Wemby over so many more great
I was
players?
gonna say that's a bonus.
I'm cool with that.
It's respectable.
I was gonna say that's a bonus.
Listen,
De'Aaron Fox.
we
We
understand.
Fox too.
We
We're
understand that the All-Star game's an attraction.
So if
They're
it's
coming to see.
Jalen
Yeah.
Brown.
You're coming to see.
Respect him.
He's an All NBA player.
So we don't think
And he's
Jamal.
handsome.
Who's
So
more fun to
we don't
watch?
think Jamal
Garland or
Murray makes his
Jalen
first
Brown?
All-Star
Brown.
game this year.
Well, I'm not asking you.
I don't give a shit.
Wait, so hold up.
Fucking answer.
We don't think Jamal Murray makes his
He
first
can.
All-Star game.
He easily can.
He can.
He easily can.
can. I mean,
but who over who? SGA?
Kyrie.
No, not happening.
Kyrie gets banged up. Could happen.
Can't happen.
Not happening. You hear this guy?
I don't know. Nuggets are the 1 seed. Mavs
How many
are
times in a
11.
row has Kyrie been the starter of the All-Star game?
It's not been many.
He started last year, if I'm not
No,
wrong.
Steph started last year.
Again, Kyrie
Steph
was
and
on the
SGA.
other side.
Oh, he's in
There's
the
the
East.
FX.
No,
That is
no. He didn't start in the East, did he? Didn't he get
I
traded?
think it was Team LeBron, Team Giannis.
Oh yeah.
Because
we're
I don't think they
tripping.
do East versus
we're
West.
tripping, we're
Yeah.
tripping.
But we're doing East versus West style.
This is
So
what's
so
fucking
are we
up, yeah.
keeping Kyrie or who's if since
It's the
you
All-Star
took out
game, man.
We don't
Garland?
need an
Kyrie.
extra big, Bo. Bam can handle it down low. That's it. This is the team. We're keeping the team. Fuck all that extra
With
shit.
it.
I'm tired of y'all trying
Yeah,
to cut my boy.
Kyrie was the starter last
Yeah,
year.
I'm tired of y'all trying to cut my boy. I don't like that. I understand you picked Hallie. That's fine. These 2 dick eaters over here, though.
What
I'm sick
the
of. Now, matter of
fuck?
fact, Dehls, it ain't even you, bro. It's
Oh
you
my
over
God,
here, bro.
man.
So, Dehls, I apologize. I do apologize. Joel, I
Apologize to Jalen Brown too.
Jalen Brown, I do apologize. It's you.
Why?
It's you.
All I
heard
said
there
was
was
slightly lean
We're
Reese.
keeping Garland, man. This is fun. All-Star game vibes.
This guy wants everything his way.
You have all I have was Garland. That's all I asked for. You want to cut Donovan? I'll cut Donovan.
You fell off.
I'll cut Donovan. I'll cut anybody
Cutting
else.
Donovan for Garland is nuts.
Cut Donovan, bro. It's an All-Star game. We need bags in here, man.
Yeah, Kyrie's a 6-time starter.
Cap.
I'm reading it right now. He's been named 8 times to the All-Star and starting 6 times.
Really?
Bro, they love him.
Shout out to Kyrie.
He's a fan favorite.
Yes.
We want bags in the All-Star game.
It's an attraction.
So I'm
That's why
glad
we
we
got
didn't pick
Jalen
up
Brown.
Siakam.
Yeah. Banchero's lit.
I'm keeping Garland, bro. Cut Donovan.
Go to hell.
That's going to do it for our NBA awards and NBA All-Star prediction draft show. Before we guys go, make sure you guys go check out Mojo Fantasy. It's a new app that turns sportsbook odds and selections into fantasy contests. Here's how it works. There are thousands of NFL and MLB player props. You build a portfolio, and the better your portfolio performs, the more cash you win. Pick as many props as you want to try to beat the crowd. It's a whole new way to play fantasy. The props act like stocks, so you can buy and sell live all game long. It's the only fantasy app that lets you make moves after the game starts, so you're not stuck with a bad pick. You can cash in on a hot start or just hang on and let them ride. That's it. Make picks, make moves, make money. Check it out on the App Store. They're coming to more states and adding more sports soon. Use code PES for a 100% deposit match up to $100. You guys can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Pick a Side Pod and Pick a Side Podcast on TikTok as well. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time.